It's 7:15, that means the struggle stream, but we probably late, so it might be 8. You know, I just ate on this freestyle I created, so hit that like, subscribe, cause we about to go live. Struggle strain, risking super rig. We try our best, but we still. 1 week it's the video, 1 week it's the audio. One time YouTube kicked us off cause super internet was slow. Sometimes super disappear because this camera battery low, and sometimes Brisker disappear. He got a date, he gotta go. You appreciate the game, cause y'all never ever complain. Always coming back every night for that, for that, for that, for that, for that.
It's right now. So you know what time it is. It's time for the dopest show in the universe.
Yo, what's the biz? It's your local neighborhood super rig off in this thing. Here, my boy Briss. What's poppin', dog?
Good, bruh. It's always a good ass day when you wake up alive. It is a piece. It is a piece of the fraud that may have been pizza party today.
One of the best days I've had. Let me think. So, let me rank it. The time I got some curly fries, and then it was 2 regular fries in my curly fry order, so I felt like I had a bonus. Then, when my kids was born, and then today on my list of greatest days of all time. It's a wonderful feeling. Wonderful feeling out there. Hope y'all doing good tonight. Tonight, of course, we're going to be discussing the dismissal of the Drake stupid ass fucking tattletale case, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's great times. I will be sipping on 7-Up Zero because I'm trying, well, I don't drink regular soda. And since it's a special occasion, I will be sipping it the classy way. Look at that bubbly. Just look at it. He's up. This how Drake lawyers is sipping they shit now because they knew he was gonna file for that damn appeal. Because you know that motherfucker gonna appeal, right?
That's so stupid. So, like, give it up, fam. Give it up. You're just gonna dig yourself into a bigger and bigger hole, dog.
Yeah, he is. Before we get started, I found this beautiful documentary and visual of what occurred today, and I wanted to share it with you guys if I can motherfucking find it. And let's share this moment together, okay?
Raditz knows, man.
About Jimmy? Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's figured it out yet.
Dude,
Jimmy set the whole thing up perfectly. The way he got all those easy sports questions wrong.
yeah, and made sure Psycho Boy was all alone in the final round.
Never would have happened without a man on the inside.
How you all know? Good. That's good. Kind of surprised to see you this afternoon. Yeah, I bet you are. Look, I'm really sorry about everything, okay? And if those guys give you any more problems, I got your back.
You stabbed me in the back.
What?
You set the whole thing up.
Rick, come on, I defended you. Is that real?
The whole time you pretended to be my friend. You made me do this.
That was Baca right there at the end. That's how Drake be sounding when Baca get into that damn before they go to the butcher recovery room. Now, I've been trying to find the goddamn document and shit for the motherfucking for the whole situation. I cannot find the document for us to read. So I'm gonna read an article about it so we can see just how good the judge got in that ass. Before we do that, let's say what's up to everybody. And let's see who in the house. Omar Pena hit us up with the super chat. Appreciate you. Fraudry lost again. I'm off probation. What, man? Being off probation is a great thing. Shout out to Omar Pena. He having a quadruple great day. Let's see who else. I hope y'all can't hear the chewing. You know what? I'm gonna move this way. Let's see. Dark Brown Queen, they having a real good motherfucking Friday. They said they getting some coke for sure. Shout out to you, man. Wow. Just admitting it too in front of everybody. Oh wait. You know what? They talk about the goddamn question of the night and shit. My bad. They pick because I was like, oh my gosh, wow, y'all really partying tonight. What's the business, OG? Happy Friday to everyone. No pizza for me, weed and wine. That's it is whatever you get, whatever you can get. This is Sham Triple right here I'm sipping on. Let's see who else in this. What's the business? Be a blessing. OG quadruple OG. I've been waiting all day for this live. Hey, me too. I'm glad y'all here too as well. Let's see. Slippery Halfing. Hey, struggle streamers. Nobody checking for the noise. Nobody checking for that noise. We got some noise on the thing, or is they talking about for that stupid ass lawsuit? I think it's for the stupid ass lawsuit. We gonna say that. That's what it is. What's the business, OG Eddie Ward? And shout out to all the moderators in here tonight. We 24 hours late, so I doubt any real Drake dick suckers come in here for y'all to really do any work or whatever. Y'all know I'm cool with them coming in here crying and shit. If they start talking about somebody mama or something, that's when you get you know, unless it's mine, because then they give me license to go search for their whole entire identity online and roast them on the live and shit. So, but if anybody else's mamas get attacked and shit, Y'all can go and get him out here. How do you take L's 2 years straight? How is that even possible? It's Drake. I mean, his you know how when you born and stuff, and you supposed to have a natural birth. Well, they wanted to get, and this just what I heard and shit, Briss. This just what I heard. I heard, you know how they make a cesarean and they cut it like this and shit, you know, kind of, and it looked like Stephen A. Smith hairline. In his, they had to make a 90-degree angle, bro, and you rotate it, and it was a L, bro. He was born out of a L, bro. So it's been that way since he got here. Okay. Let's see who else.
Definitely is a habitual L taker at this moment. Habitually taking L's for the last like 18 months.
Yeah, and right now probably in his private cargo jet that he spray painted his face on, he taking a big L from Baca, because I heard Baca calls his member lumberjack, so he taking he taking the L right now and shit. And it's pretty sad and shit. Even Renee said, at Lady Lex, no, not a piece of fan either. So, I really like you, Eva. I really do. That's 37 demerits for not liking the greatest food on earth. I'm so sorry about that. Y'all better hope I'm never the president, because that's might be all that's going to be allowed to be eaten in America. And with only my topics of choice being chosen for you. But hey, I'm not going to run. Poison Ivy, you know, just playing with you, Eva. Poison Ivy, I pray for times like this. This is what prayer is about. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to just lose. And y'all know where we go, right? Y'all know, you know where we gonna have to go.
I was gonna say, I got a prayer, something like it ready for this special occasion.
I'm gonna find a synopsis of the paperwork, but tonight we pretty much go through the Drizzy Reddit. Also, apparently, Aiden Trump and the fraudster, somebody else, they getting sued for Biden and shit. Some private investigator must have hit them up and said they was Biden shit or something. I don't know the details. I ain't went into it. I want to save it for the night. But yeah, so we gonna talk about that as well.
Damn.
Yeah. What's up, Kai? Search Google for court listener. That's what it is. All right, let me do that. Court.
Shout out to Kai for that,
yeah,
bro. Because I had no clue what the fuck we supposed to be looking up for that.
I was trying to find it before we came on this motherfucker, and I just, you know what, I'm dumb as fuck, cause I don't be reading. I had seen the shit, but I was thinking it was gonna say today's date at the top, and I was like, oh, that must be from last week. I mean, from last year. I ain't read it. Thank you, Kai, cause I had lost hope on some real shit. I was just gonna go to ChatGPT. And, you know, like I've been doing my rest of my life. Cosmo Fury, what's the business, Cosmo Fury? Drake sounded like Prince from the beginning of Kiss when he got shot.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He did sound like that. Omar Pena, G Wizzle. Omar Pena hit us with the Brisk special super chat. Let me see. How the hell do I move this up? All right. Says, I had 3 back-to-back paid comedy gigs. What? Hell yeah, man. Probably don't remember this, Super, but you gave me some good advice about just getting out there and doing stand-up. Here's a little advice in the community. Here's a little for the advice in the community. Man, dude. On some real shit.
Fuck, man.
That's dope,
Straight
dude.
up.
On some real shit. That is so dope. And you know, I tell everybody that, man, because my mom's, when she was on her deathbed, we was talking and she was just kind of talking about shit she wish she had done. And one of the things that she wish she had done was stand up, because my mom was funny as fuck. And in that moment, for a split second, I was like, wow, having kids really kind of do mean that you live on, because I did it. So in my brain, I was like, you did do it because I did it. So you technically did it. So I'm glad, man, you went out there and did that, man, and to anybody else, just follow your dreams. If you think you funny, take your ass on stage. If you think you can sing, take your ass on the Apollo if they still do that shit. Just follow your dreams. And shout out to Omar, because Omar hilarious. Next up,
hell yeah.
I'm waiting for you, Lady Lex. I don't know if that's your dream or not, but y'all, we need to work on the sitcom and shit. We really do on some real shit.
Like, congratulations, Omar Pena,
Yeah,
for real, man.
Real paid too, cause I ain't never make it to that level and shit. I wasn't even getting free beers when I was doing my shit. I had to sell my own goddamn. I had to sell cookies and shit. Hey, and then after the shit,
beers.
Every week after the show, they go, "Good show, man. You was hilarious." I'm like, but it is what it is. What's the business, Philly Diva? What's poppin', OG? What is poppin'? How you doing tonight?
Hello.
Let's see, Caroline. And is top of my game in here? If top of my game in here, I hope I unblocked you on the thing. I don't know how you got blocked or something. Maybe you said something crazy. One of the moderators didn't know who he was and or something like that, but I don't know. And if you watching and you still blocked, hit me up how you hit me up the last time, and I'll unblock you and shit. But you should be good. I'll check behind the scenes stuff. If I don't see him in here in a second, I'm gonna double check and shit. Virgo Harmony, what's the
what I
business?
just thought about too?
What's that?
You know what I just thought about? I just thought about, man, we needed a pause for the beginning of the show. And the reason we needed a pause, you started this show off with Drake taking back shots. That's exactly what the fuck you started the show off with.
Pause.
No warning, no nothing.
And I know I said I was gonna retire the Dame Dash pause, but it's a classic. You know, his life bad enough already and shit. It's a bad life already. So, you know, and I'm lazy. I tried to find another pause to replace it. It just wasn't a good one. Let me see. Oh shit. Let me see. Who else in this thing? That's the same way my kids don't trust me saying they on punishment and shit, because I'm such a motherfucker. I only stick to my guns on the dumbest shit. When it come to, like, you know, shit, hey, you know you messing up on them grades, you need to be on punishment. They'll be like, oh, okay. Because they know, like, the next day I'm going to wake up, like, yeah, no game, no nothing. They know I'm going to wake up that next day and be like, fuck, I got to really go in there and take that shit out, man. Man, fuck that shit. They already know it's not going to stick. It just ain't. But let me find out they ate some dominoes at somebody's house. I'm talking about their whole room going to be kicked the fuck out. So grades, don't give a fuck. Eating dominoes, you might be evicted. And they know that's real talk over here and shit, too. My crazy half-boss called the cops on my coworker for something stupid, and they basically told her it was dumb and left. Half-boss? What's a half-boss? Speaking of half people, Britt, how was the little people wrestling match that you had, man? That you had seen and stuff. No disrespect, I'm just saying height-wise.
It was actually one of the most entertaining things I ever seen. Like, the whole time I go in there, you couldn't help but smile. The whole time I was in there, just cheesing and smiling. The energy was dope. Everybody was cheering for the folks. They were doing all kind of acrobatic stuff. The shit was on a scale of 1 out of 10, I rated like at least 13 for entertainment value.
Wow, that's what's up, man.
It was dope. I put that shit on my channels. I made a little voiceover for that to talk about it, a little wrap up of one of them matches.
That's what's up.
Them motherfuckers were strong. It was one of the dudes. They was like, he coming in. He was like 4'1", 150 pounds. I'm like, God damn, that's a big ass person, big ass little person.
Wow. Hey y'all, I wanna this, you know, this is a safe space, which is a complete lie. There's no such thing as safe space on the internet at all. But I'm gonna tell y'all some shit anyway. The word what is it called when you scared when you don't like gay people? It's called homophobia, right? I thought phobias meant you scared of. I ain't never been scared of a gay person in my life or whatever. But when it comes to little people, 1 or 2 I be all right with, but if it's 3 or more, I literally get scared, like of spiders or something like that. Not comparing them to spiders, but it freaks me the fuck out and stuff, because my brain, because it used to be this dating show called Little Women of Atlanta and stuff, And it's that one that was bad. You know, if it like I said, one at a time. But I can't watch them all gathered together. Unless and they make my hair sticking up my arms where I really get like I gotta get the fuck up out of here. That episode, the scariest TV episode I ever seen in my life was that episode of Martin when motherfucking Tommy went to that damn pool hall and shit, and them little people all kicked his ass. I couldn't even watch that shit. Like it was, I was like, oh my gosh, I almost had a panic attack and shit. So shout out to you, man, for. But it's. I'm not homophobic, but I think since I really have a literal fear of a group of them, I'm multi-little people phobic. But not to discriminate against them. It just freaked me out. I don't know why, though. It's like how people be scared of clowns and shit. It ain't no real reason to be scared. I just want to share that with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can judge me as you feel need to judge me, but you know, I like to be honest here and shit, man.
You be watching the wrestling match, you be like, damn, these little midgets hella thick. Like they kidding Serena Williams or something. Like, what is going on? How are the little lady midgets? Oh, okay, not little people. That was terrible. You can put the email up. You definitely put the email up.
You better be glad that shit. I changed everything. It don't nothing work tonight because I changed the whole shit around. And it does not work, but yeah, you know, it is what it is.
That was definitely not meant to be said.
God damn it. That's my favorite button to push too. Hold the fuck on. I'm fixing that goddamn. I can't operate without the goddamn without the Brit said that shit, but not tonight. Not tonight, damn it. Let's see. Did that shit come up? All right. And then all right. Yeah. Okay. So that worked. Come over here, get that to work. That's why it didn't work. Bro, this is why this is what we supposed to be. And I'm sorry, y'all. This is what we supposed to be doing. Like, you know, when we have the pre-show shit, but we sit in here and don't do shit. Like, Briss, that's what I be trying to tell you about when I be at work and shit. You know how we'll come on the pre-show and shit, and we supposed to be doing sound checks and shit. We don't do shit. That's how I operate my entire life. There we go. All right, y'all. All right, we gonna get into the show. Let me see if that shit worked. That shit still didn't work. Dirty motherfuckers. This is some bullshit. Any goddamn way. We'll get it to work one day.
Everything looked updated.
There we go.
You putting in some work.
Hell yeah, dude. I motherfucking was gonna put in some PCO, and then I was like, I ain't about to waste my damn PCO, and just decided to do this shit all day. All right.
Do I need to refresh? I'm looking over here, looking 8-bit and shit.
You might want to refresh your browser and stuff. I don't know what because it say your internet super green over here, so I ain't sure. And you don't look super 8-bit over there. It be going in and out though. Try refreshing it and then we'll start. Then we'll start off over there. And then yeah. Then we about to read the court documents once Briss get back. And let me go back to this shit right, Sean. Let's see. Oh, not the Google though. You got to do the VDO. Let's see. And we just gonna be patient here while we wait on Drake to return. I'm not Drake, but Briss.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, bro, but you got a haircut, bro, and it's kind of eyes. Look, I know mid skin is not light skin, but it's kind of close. It's kind of close. Let's see. All right, so you back. All right, so let me see. Come over here, and then come over here. And let's see, what the fuck is this?
Tiptoe in the house.
Tiptoe in the house.
I ain't seen Tiptoe in the
man,
minute.
what's the business, Tiptoe? That's a celebration right there. We ain't heard from Tiptoe. It feel like in forever and shit. Hold the fuck
She
on.
said she can stay till 7:30. Her time is 5:38 right now, so she got a little less than 2 hours.
Okay, great. I'm gonna get the show on the road for real. We gonna read this shit as soon as I find this damn spot where I was supposed to find the damn shit that I done forgot where the fuck it said. Hold the fuck on. I think I'm a little tipsy off of this damn 7-Up Zero, man. If you drink it out the wine glass, your brain like fucking be like, hey nigga, you know you drinking right now. I'm like, no bitch, this is soda. What are you talking about? Let me see. What else was I supposed to do? Oh yeah, and the confetti ain't working either. Let me see if I get this damn confetti working, and then we go be on this thing. There we go. There go the confetti. So let me see if I press this. It's do what it's supposed to do, and it's supposed to stop it in a second. And there we go. All right, y'all. Let's go on and get over to this motherfucking thing. Before we get started, I want to test a couple of buttons out and shit. Let me see if this works. No, you know what? We'll test it later on and shit.
Remember, I got a DMX ready to pull up today for this special occasion and shit.
Do not let me forget about the goddamn DMX. All right, y'all. Here is the damn court document shit. Let me get down here to the last one, I'm assuming. Let's see, PDF. Damn, they talk about Drake all through this motherfucker. PDF. Okay. So this the last one. Opinion and order. I'm assuming this it, right, Sean? All right, is this because this should be short. It shouldn't be long. Pause. Yeah, this from the judge. All right, y'all. Yeah. Go on and pull up a seat. We go get our read on, cause I done watched other people videos, but I ain't listened to nobody read the shit. So this gonna be new for me as well. And so we gonna get into it. Let's see. There we go. All right. And shout out to Big Zo TV if you watching. Shout out. I be seeing you in the comments sometimes. By the time I see you though, it be after a long ass rant, and I'll be like, he probably ain't in here no more and shit though. But shout out to you, and shout out to Big Zo, cause I watched Big Zo video about Mal. Mal still sucking dick, bro. Like Mal will not get penis out of his mouth. At least Drake's at the least. So we gonna talk about that later on. All right. So this says, Jeanette A. Vargas, United States District Judge. She starts off with, this case arises from perhaps the most infamous rap battle in the genre's history, the vitriolic war of words that erupted between superstar recording artists. She got a typo in her. I think she meant to put bitch ass nigga Arbery, Drake Graham, and Kendrick Lamar Duckworth in the spring of 2024. Over the course of 16 days, the two artists released 8 so-called diss tracks with increasingly heated rhetoric, loaded accusations, and violent imagery. I don't really remember no violent imagery.
No, I'm gonna say, what kind of violent was he beat when he was beating the owl in the Not Like Us video? That what they talking about?
Well, when Drake rapped about beating his meat in all his songs, I only listened to each song once, so I'm assuming that he was rapping about beating his meat. The penultimate song of this feud, Not Like Us, I think she meant to put best song, but maybe penultimate. Penultimate. That mean it's that I don't know what that word mean. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. My ADHD.
I never heard that word.
I ain't take my Vyvanse today, y'all. Penultimate mean last, but in a series of things, second last. Hold on. What you talking about, second to last, Judge? Don't nobody count that goddamn part 6. You is. I'm sorry, Judge Vargas, but you get 38 demerits for that shit. Second to last. That was the last goddamn song. The part 6 was a motherfucker admitting to everything the fuck he lied about and be doing and shit. Talk about if I did that shit, I'd be in jail right now. You know what? That's 200 demerits, Judge Vargas. All right, let's continue. And I ain't really worried if I ever run into her, because if she a Democrat judge, she ain't gonna be there for long. Let's see. The song contains lyrics explicitly accusing Drake of being a pedophile, set to a catchy beat and propulsive bass line. Not Like Us went on to become a cultural sensation, achieving immense commercial success and critical acclaim. Both Drake and Kendrick Lamar have recording contracts with defendant UMG Recordings, Inc. Drake alleges that UMG intentionally published and promoted Not Like Us while knowing that the song's insinuations that he had sexual relation with minors were false and defamatory. Now, you see how the judge says that he did this while knowing that the song's insinuations that he had sexual relations with minors were false and defamatory? That's called Not Being Stupid by Kendrick Lamar. All right. You put it in the song, and hey, it was just a song. But we all know what the business is. We seen the internet. Okay. She seen it too. She was like, you know what? I got you. I got you, bro. Drake has brought this action against UMG for defamation, harassment in the second degree, and violation of Section 349 of the New York General Business Law. Before the court is defendant's motion to dismiss pursuant to Rule 12b-6 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Because the court concludes that the allegedly defamatory remarks in statements in Not Like Us are non-actionable opinion, the motion to dismiss is granted. Wow. Had to sip to that. I don't know why this shit got 38 pages. You already told us the end of the movie. All right, y'all. I'm gonna read this until, I thought that was gonna be like the last sentence and shit.
So many fucking pages for the shit to dismiss. Maybe they in there talking about the fact that, nigga, you told this nigga to say this shit. You do know we got the song of you saying that shit, right?
Hell yeah.
You do know that you also said the song that you planted this information, nigga. So what the fuck?
Okay, now I see. That's why she included the fart part 6 in, because she had. Okay, you know what, Judge? I'm deducting 7 demerits from your 200 and because you still.
Oh, that's nice.
You still included him as a superstar and shit. That nigga is a bitch. It should have been just a bitch nigga. All right. Legal standards. To survive a motion to dismiss, a complaint must contain sufficient factual matter, accepted as true, to state a claim to relief that is plausible on its face. Now, I'm not stating this case law shit. We gonna skip over anything they got, whatchamacallits, quotations or parenthesis. A plaintiff may not simply allege facts that are consistent with liability. The complaint must nudge plaintiffs' claims across the line from conceivable to plausible. Let's see. Threadbare recitals of the elements of cause of action supported by mere conclusionary statements do not suffice. Yeah, threadbare recitals of the elements of a cause of action supported by mere conclusionary statements do not suffice. That don't even sound like real life word, like a real sentence and shit.
Why these niggas can't just talk in layman's terms, nigga?
And so they can put everybody in jail, and you don't know why you can't really fight about it and shit. Let me see what the fuck this mean. What does this mean? Watch Google, don't use this dummy. Okay, you using the AI. This means a lawsuit's initial complaint must provide specific facts, not just restate the legal requirements for a claim or make general assertions. A threadbare recital is a bare bones description of a legal element, like the defendant was negligent, without any supporting facts showing how, yes, you motherfucking your dumb ass and your smart ass lawyers who drained you for so much cocaine money that they probably could start their own goddamn BMF. Just go put in a lawsuit talking about, yeah, he said I was a certified lover boy, certified pedophile, and a very, very, very genius rap lyric, and didn't have nothing. Everybody thought you was a motherfucking. You was kissing 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds and shit back in the day on the internet. We already thought that shit. So the fuck, you had
and bitch. You told him to say that. Like, that is, you fucking told him to say that shit.
Told him to
This
say
blows
it.
me away, bro.
Didn't want to file a lawsuit. This nigga. That nigga is a Drake. You are a threadbare recital of stupidness. When ruling on a motion to dismiss under Rule 12b-6, the court accepts as true all well-pleaded allegations and draws all reasonable inferences in favor of. I'm sorry, you can't read smoothly when you don't know what the fuck these words is and can't string them together and shit. Sorry, you guys.
That's why lawyers get paid so fucking much. They gotta put all these fucking
Yeah.
They put all this shit together so you can't, like you said, so you can't tell what really going on.
Hell yeah, I ain't go front though. This is. I'm sorry, Judge Vargas, but it's giving a little Chat GPT-ish and shit. I might run this through I might run this through a Chat GPT checker to check your ass, cause I don't think you did all this by yourself. 38 pages, but go give us the answer at the top. This is all she wrote up here was her. This was all her by herself. Once he got the legal stand, ChatGPT, it was Gemini ChatGPT. One of the two. The court may also consider documents incorporated. Wait, I skipped some shit. Okay, when ruling on a motion to dismiss under Rule 12b-6, the court accepts as true all well-pleaded allegations and draws all reasonable inferences in favor of the non-moving party. The court need not credit legal conclusions couched as factual allegations. However, the court may also consider documents incorporated in the complaint by reference and matters of which judicial notice may be taken. Hey, how school coming, Tiptoe? I wanted to make sure I asked you that before I forgot and shit, man. Tiptoe like quadruple. She like a super day one. Let's see. Judicial notice is appropriate when a matter is not subject to reasonable dispute because it is generally known within the trial's court tutorial jurisdiction. Or I'm glad these is real big words, because like I know people think I can't read, but these words right here, it like Webster, what you know Webster, the dude wrote the dictionary, he wouldn't know this shit. Can be
talking about Emmanuel Lewis, nigga.
Was he at the micro wrestling? Did you see him up there?
I ain't seen him up there though.
Man, it would have been so gangster. Damn. Can be accurately and readily determined from sources whose accuracy cannot reasonably be questioned. God damn, background. The following background is largely taken from the allegations in the amended complaint, which are assumed true for purposes of this. I ain't go front, Briss. If we went on live and shit, I'd have been through this shit away and shit. I'm gonna try to make it through this motherfucker, y'all. I really want to get the laughing the people in the Drizzy Reddit though, to be honest with you. God damn.
When that shit said 38 pages, I was like, damn, that shit a little disheartening.
Yeah, like for real though. Like I'm not excited no more. Like I kind of don't, because she told us the answer. You don't need to be writing movies and shit. Let's just come down here. Cause there's some good shit in here. We gonna keep going, y'all. Okay, this is my last time taking a break. I promise. The following background is largely taken from the allegations in the amended complaint, which are assumed true for purposes of this motion. ECF number 41. Additionally, defendant requests the court take judicial notice of certain extrinsic evidence pursuant to Rule 201 of the Federal Rules of Evidence. These exhibits include the lyrics. Okay, it's gonna get good. These exhibits include the lyrics of the songs released as part of Drake and Kendrick's rap battle, the dates on which these songs were released, and the lyrics of these songs are not reasonably subject to dispute. And these songs themselves are, with one exception, all referenced in the amended complaint. I bet you. Well, no, she talked about it earlier. Accordingly, that goddamn Tupac bullshit song, the dumbass song he put out there and shit. But I hope but they gotta put this in there so they can include the fact that he asked for all of this shit. Accordingly, the court will take judicial notice of exhibits H through I and exhibits K through O to the request of judicial notice to understand defendants' alleged statements in their necessary and proper context. Cleaned up. Wait, they put a sentence within here, so this cleaned up. See, also conduent taken. Oh, okay. All right, that's in. Okay. Exhibits B, J, BJ, and P are directly referenced and relied upon. She knew she was talking about Drake. And relied upon in plaintiff's amended complaint require J not at 1-4, so those documents are likewise properly before the court. And because the document can be accurately and readily detained from sources whose accuracy cannot reasonably be questioned, the court also takes judicial notes of the search results from the New York Times website Exhibit C. The court takes judicial notice of the existence of the listed articles, but not the truth of their contents. So pretty much it's just saying his dumbass lawyer, well, super smart lawyers who spent a lot of money, his super smart lawyers just go give the judge some articles of other people saying some shit they heard on a song. But that's not defamation because they just singing song lyrics, nigga. Nobody is saying, hey, Drake did XYZ. They saying, hey, this new song is very dope. Here's some lyrics. He's a certified pedophile, wop, 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 wop. But I get, damn, Judge Vargas, it's gonna take 38 pages to explain that shit. But hey, maybe it do. Let's see. Factual allegations. This is factual allegations. Drake is a prominent recording artist and songwriter. Minus 4,700 merits. Yeah, this officially let me know she got this shit from ChatGPT because she didn't do no goddamn research at all. Among other facing endeavors, Drake has a successful music career under defendant UMG for at least 20 years. Now, this one right here says, during oral argument, plaintiff agreed that these exhibits were properly before the court in its consideration of the motion to dismiss. Yeah, I bet you the plaintiff was orally arguing. Let's see. UMG uses its brands and imprints or labels to provide its music artists with the means to create, promote, and distribute their music commercially. Defendant through Universal Music Publishing holds exclusive publishing and distribution rights to Drake's music as well as that of Kendrick Lamar. On April 19th, 2024, Drake released a diss track directed at Kendrick Lamar called Push Ups. In Push Ups, Drake mocks Lamar's height and shoe size. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 men's on? Pipsqueak pipe down. And questions Lamar's success. You ain't in no big 3. Nigga, you don't even talk like that. What you mean you ain't in no? Nigga, your mama slapped the shit out of you. She heard some goddamn grammar come out your mouth like that. I'm at the top. This further lets you know he didn't write that shit. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. What? This nigga want to talk to a nigga's ass and talks about how he about to get on his knees to do it. Wow.
Wait a minute.
What?
Shit.
See, that's why I don't listen to this nigga shit, man. That's crazy he said that shit. Whew. A few days later, Drake released Tailor Made Freestyle, in which he used artificial intelligence generated voices in deceased rapper Tupac and of rapper Snoop Dogg to goad Lamar. In the track, Tupac and Snoop Dogg share their disappointment that Lamar had not yet responded to push-ups. Example, see, Kendrick, we need you, the West Coast savior. You seem a little nervous about all the publicity. You gotta show this fucking Al who's boss on the West. That shit didn't even rhyme. Drake in his own voice further taunts Kendrick for failing to come up with a satisfactory response, saying, I know you're in that NY apartment you struggling right now. I know it. In the notepad doing lyrical gymnastics, my boy. What? Drake also summarizes that Kendrick was purposefully delaying his response because artist Taylor Swift had just released a new album. Shout out to Taylor Swift, biggest gangster in the music game right now. She got the whole PG Lane on mute like that Beyonce challenge. Y'all boys quiet for the weekend.
He thought he was eating this shit.
Man, no disrespect to our LGBTQ community people out here, but this nigga gay. Lamar fired back at Drake, not the him and Baca make love at the end of every night kind of gay. I'm talking about like the 1990s, like you gay kind of gay. Lamar fired back at Drake in Euphoria, which was released on April 30th, 2024. In the track, Lamar claims, I make music that electrify him, you make music that pacify him, and that he would spare Drake this time. That's random acts of kindness. See how she was able to put the words and it made sense and shit? They can't do that shit with your bullshit, Fraudry. He accuses Drake of fabricating his claims. Know you a master manipulator and a habitual liar too, but don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell truths about you. And I know for a fact, when Drake read this shit in there, was like, get the fuck out of here. Did you hear him? He said he's saying the truths about me. Da-da-da-da. No, Judge Fargus. You know what, Judge Fargus? I'm subtracting them 4,700 demerits I gave you just for including this part in here and shit and keeping going. He insults Drake's fashion sense. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Further raps, I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. And taunts Drake for being a coward with his responses. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flights, it's going to be direct. Which he caught direct flights.
Real about direct.
While fucking Drake going underground under subways and shit, getting on the, you know, them cartoons and shit where one person get on one side and one other person and they do this shit and they crank them there. That's what the fuck his ass was doing up underground and shit, bitch ass bitch. On May 3rd, 2024, the feud between Drake and Lamar escalated as they lobed increasingly vicious personal accusations at each other over the course of the day. First, Lamar released 616 in LA, not at 3, in which he calls, that's not a part of it, in which he calls Drake a terrible person. Lamar accuses Drake of playing dirty with propaganda. I'm gonna use that. I gotta use that in real life at some point at work. When I get fired, I'm like, y'all playing with propaganda. And the raps that if Drake was street smart, then he would have caught on that his entourage is only there to hustle him. Drake's next response arrived later that day in Family Matters. Drake jabs at Lamar's relationship with his partner. You the black messiah wiping up a mixed queen and hit vanilla cream to help you out with your self-esteem on some Bobby shit. I want to know what Whitney need. What? You is trash. And implies that Lamar physically abused her. You a dog and you know it. What type of nigga call another nigga a dog? Nigga, that's what nigga, I done been over my sister's house and shit, and her homegirl's over there, and when her homegirl got played, I told you he was a dog, girl. I told you, I've never heard a nigga be like, hey man, hey, you're being a dog to her, guy. You need to stop. You's a bitch. You's the dog. Cause you's a bitch. That's what for all my dogs be mean, for all my bitches, cause that's what you is, nigga. You a dog and you know it. You just play sweet. Your baby mama captions always screaming, save me. You did her dirty all your life. You trying to make peace. How the fuck can somebody do somebody dirty they whole life and shit? That don't even make sense. Just cause you get with people straight out the womb, nigga, don't mean other people do, you nasty bitch.
Damn. We got a super chat from Leonardo Thomas.
Leonardo Thomas in the house. What's the business, yo? Let me see what this say. Oh, it already left over here. Oh no, it didn't. Hey, LL Beatty in the house. I can't make them things.
Shut up, LL Beatty.
Hey, just read what she said, only so we can go and laugh at Drizzy Reddit. Yeah, we gonna laugh at that Drizzy Reddit. That. I ain't gonna lie. I was up. The night before last. Last night I was up all damn night, damn near just reading through the shit, and it's crazy. And what's really crazy is I'm thinking a Civil War might pop out, because a couple of them niggas in there like, hold on, I'm a Drake fan, but y'all motherfuckers weird and shit. And them motherfuckers, they getting fed up in there. They getting fed. We gonna have a good time over there tonight.
Start being, when infighting start, you know, it's really close to the end.
Hey, for real though, for real. Hey, what's the biz, Leonardo Thomas? What it is, what it will be. Sub struggle fam, appreciate you. You know what, man? I ain't gonna lie, Leonardo Thomas. For that, I'm gonna have to hit Harry Hines and see if they can make an out call for you, bro. Because that's like we gotta provide something, bro. If you don't mind, put your address and find a way to get us. I'm gonna get an out call, because there's got to be some way to pay you back for that and shit. Because that's $10 more than the average price of pussy right now. All right, let's go back over here. Let's see. Moreover, Drake calls into question whether Lamar is the biological father of one of his children. I heard that one of them little kids might be Dave Free. Don't make it Dave Freeze.
It might be Dave Free.
That nigga really was in the studio and crunk when he did that shit. And his dick suckers in there was like, ooh, oh yeah. That. And then after they went out the studio, I was like, man, damn, nigga, we need to find another job, bro, because this nigga this is not gonna be going nowhere after this. That's probably the only shit he wrote and shit.
Probably so. Little did he know Kendrick was gonna Uno reverse him and shit. Be like, oh, you want a whole syllables, nigga? Okay.
I got a vowel and a goddamn motherfucking syllable for your bitch ass. Damn, he's stupid. You stupid. Almost immediately after the release of Family Matters,
immediately. Almost immediately is hilarious.
Nigga, that shit happened so fast. On some real life, that shit happened so fast, nigga. We've been
Response was the funniest. Nigga, Act response was the funniest to that shit.
Yeah.
He's dropping again? No.
Cause he was so happy. He was over there mobbing to the goddamn hoe of the century. Hey nigga, it's been a lot of talk about how we have no more monocultural events and shit. That was the last time I felt like one with humanity on some we all, you know, at the same time fucking with some shit, man. Almost immediately after the release of Family Matters, Lamar unleashed a scathing Meet the Grams, in which he accuses Drake of being a deadbeat father and hiding the existence of other children. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about the mother kids that out there hoping that you come. Lamar also alleges that Drake has a gambling problems and drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse soliciting, women problems. Therapy's a lovely start. See how he ended it with actual motherfucking advice. With actual
solution.
With a solution, man. Wow. Shut up, man. Cause he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to say therapy is he offered this nigga ayahuasca and all sorts of shit, and this nigga just want to be mad cause somebody trying to help you. He said he was the only person that can help you and shit. But you want to just look at he called me a certified pedophile. Dude, you need to look deeper. Stop being surface level, bro. He further insinuates that Drake was a predator and that Drake should die so all these women can live with a purpose.
Hey, technically he said, I hope niggas like you die.
Yeah, he said, I think niggas like him should die. But and that's why she used the word insinuates. You know what I'm saying? Judge Vargas, I want you to know that when I say it, my insinuations is I don't want him to wake up the next day. But it's insinuations that I want him to not be on the earth no more. Insinuations, hyperbole. The next day on May 4th, 2024, Lamar released Not Like Us. Specifically, the track contains the following lyrics. Now check this out, Drake. You see how she put your shit, you know, in these little contexts and quotes and shit, cause your shit don't make sense. Watch this. Say, Drake, I heard you like them young. You better never go to cell block 1. See any bitch to talk to them and they in love? Just make sure you hide your little sister from them. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Wop. Now, I'm going to be very honest. She could have skipped them wops, Drake, but she hates your guts like everybody else do. She hates your guts. She could have just did quotations and went trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. But no, she included all the wops, not to fuck them up. Wop, I'ma do my stuff. And why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. You lucky she didn't put the whole, if she had extenuated that shit out, whew, wow. That would have been crazy. On May 5th, 2025, Drake responded in the Fart Part 6, directly denying Lamar's allegations of pedophilia. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. That nigga wrote this shit. Like he went and recorded this shit and put it out because he thought that was a good idea to say this shit. Are you listening to what the fuck you saying? What type of response is this to a diss song? What? First off, don't nobody respect you. And you talk about you feel disgusted. Bitch, this is not the time to be saying no bullshit like that in the goddamn nigga. He massively attacked you like back to back, nigga. This is the best you come with. And what you mean, I promise I'd have been arrested? Nigga, what? I'm far too famous for this shit. For the shit you just suggest. I know this is gay. Drake is not a name that you go see on no sex offenders list. I'm pretty sure. I have met 0 niggas named Drake, but I've met a few white people, and those white people be on them sex offenders list, and I bet you it's about 8,000 Drakes on sex offenders list. You just happen to not got put on there yet. Keyword yet. In the track, Drake further sneers, this Epstein angle was the shit I expected. Maybe because you told him to do it?
She blows my mind, bro. That's that dude just said that shit and just act like he didn't tell the nigga to do that shit.
And accused Lamar of wanting to misdirect. Drake also alleges that he had planted some of the information. This nigga is stupid, yo. I'm on some real shit. It amazes me that this is real life, bro. He alleges he had planted some of the information Lamar used against him. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with the investigation. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Bitch, you put out money. It's a known fact you put out money to find shit. That nigga just, all he had to do was youtube.com. Drake kissing 17-year-old girl.
Bobby Brown, whatever her name is. Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
That whole situation.
Texting a 14-year-old about boys. Or whatever the fuck. Texting a 14-year-old in general. Nigga, both my kids was 14 at one time. I probably didn't text them that whole goddamn year, nigga. Why are you texting 14-year-olds in general? Especially if they not related to you. I was supposed to be texting them motherfuckers and I didn't. I was like, this feels sketch. I'll just wait till they get home.
Grown man texting somebody else, 14-year-old daughter.
Somebody else, 14-year, and taking pictures with it and shit. You's a weird bitch. That's why you got shot in the back in high school.
Back shots.
That's why he dropped out, Briz, because everybody, the rumors of him taking back shots in the hall got around. That's why he didn't finish school and shit. Not Like Us was a huge commercial success. It has gained immense popularity on streaming and social media platforms. It has been streamed globally more than 1.4 billion times on Spotify alone as of April 2025. On November 8th, 2024, the Recording Academy nominated Not Like Us for several Grammy Awards. And in February of 2025, it won Record of the Year. A week later, on February 9th, 2025, Kendrick Lamar performed Not Like Us live during the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show. The performance is alleged to be the most watched Super Bowl halftime show of all time, with over 133.5 million views.
God damn, bro.
Nigga, there's a whole paragraph, nigga, of success.
Hey, this nigga punching the air reading this shit.
Man, shout out to motherfucking Judge Vargas and this motherfucker. Goddamn. Woo, boy. Oh, shit. Plaintiff brings claims for defamation, harassment in the second degree, and violation of New York General Business Law Section 349 based upon UMG's publication and promotion of Not Like Us, the recording. Defendant has filed a motion to dismiss the amended complaint. On June 30th, 2025, the court heard oral argument from both parties concerning the motion to dismiss and the request for judicial notice. Plaintiff contends that he was defamed when defendant decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize allegations that it understood were not only false, but dangerous. Plaintiff alleges that the recording repeatedly accuses Drake of engaging in criminal acts, including pedophilia and or other acts that would require registering as a sex offender and of being registered as a sex offender. He do hang around people that's registered as sex offenders, though, so I mean, it
people
is
with weird cases and everything.
Got hell, and why is he around? So if you hanging around sex offenders, one, I can only assume. Let me find out. Let me hit up Briss one day, be like, hey man, you gonna be ready for the show? He'll be like, oh yeah, man. Hey, but my homeboy, he a sex offender. We go to the game real quick, and it's gonna come on the show. It's gonna be like, hey guys, I know I usually play the theme song and stuff, but the struggle stream is about to change. It's going from a duo. Found out some things, and let's see. According to the amended complaint, the reference to Cell Block 1 is a thinly veiled threat that Drake should be careful that he never ends up in prison, a place where child predators are notoriously the targets of violence. The line certified lover boy, certified pedophiles is a perverse reference to Drake's 2021 album, Certified Lover Boy. Plaintiff argues that the use of the term certified communicates that Drake has been found to be a pedophile.
Drake, he can't even recognize what good lyric writing is.
He don't understand it.
He's unfamiliar with.
He's unfamiliar with it. Oh, wow, this dude's stupid. And the final line of this passage plays on the dual meaning of minor, a person under the age of 18, and a musical scale. See how the judge is pointing out?
Down from the judge.
Yeah, shout out to the damn judge and shit. Hold on, we gonna take a super chat break real quick. Hold on. What's up, Kurt DOG? Judge Vargas fucked a sensitive rapper back in his pajamas clothes. Yes. Wait, tucked. I'm reading this from far away, so that looked like a lowercase. That looked like a lowercase F. Now, see, I wasn't trying to be funny, and it really looked like that. And shit. Yeah, she put that motherfucker back in his onesie and shit. But you know he leave the back door open, so Baca can be the big spoon. I'm just saying. Leonardo Thomas, bless us again. Aside from Not Like Us, I'm sure I made sure to algorithm the case dismissal under the NWA Fuck the Police video. Felt it was due justice, 100%. Thank you for that super chat. Yes. Judge Vargas, Leonardo Thomas said, fuck the police. If you watching this, I already gave you back your demerits and stuff. You can take that up with him. Let's see. I'm sorry I got my Young Thug on and shit, but I don't want to go to jail. Let me see.
Top of my game. When you looking for top of my game earlier?
Oh yeah.
Top of my game
You
just
made
popped
all
up.
right. Top of my game up in this thing. Hell yeah. He 52 beefing with Casanat. That's enough evidence. He beefing with Casanat still over that because he didn't like that ass bullshit that this motherfucker been coming out with. The assy Ice Man.
I remember that. He was supposed. I thought he was supposed to drop today. I guess it's still a little wrench in his plan.
If that nigga had a drop today, that'd be at least some manly shit. Be like, fuck that shit. He should have came out and be like, hey y'all, on some real shit. I know this been some hoe ass shit, but fuck Judge Vargas. And like, and then when now it would have been dumb as fuck. I would have laughed at it. I really want him to make bad decisions. Really, Drake, it's nothing you can do. Like, you are checkmated in every direction. Any move you make is stupid. You not dropping today, you a bitch ass nigga. If you had a drop today, you would have been a stupid ass nigga. If you still alive, you's a hoe ass nigga. It's just no way out for you except for the barrel of a double barrel shotgun.
Damn. Shit.
Hyperbole. The amended complaint alleges that the song implies that Lamar has heard, albeit from undisclosed sources, and concerning undisclosed individuals, that Drake has a he like his. According to the amended complaint, the reference to cell block. Oh, I already read that shit. Goddamn. Plaintiff further cites as defamatory the recording's description of Drake as one of Malibu's most wanted and a predator, and that his name got to be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. The associated music video shows images associated with sex trafficking to reinforce the pedophilia accusations. The recording is also accompanied by an album image of Drake's home in Toronto, which is plastered in icons used by law enforcement and public safety applications to denote the residence of registered sex offenders. Discussion 1. Defamation claims. Under New York law, the elements of a defamation claims are a defamatory statement of fact regarding the plaintiff published to a third party that is false, made with the applicable level of fault, causing injury, and not protected by privilege. I'm gonna repeat that so I can see how many charges me and you go get for this damn show one day. A defamatory state of fact regarding the plaintiff published to a third party that is false, made with the applicable level of fault, causing injury, and not protected by privilege. I ain't gonna.
I think all our stuff is satire over here.
Yeah, all I think is 100% satire and hyperbole and just fun times. We're just having fun times over here, Judge Vargas. Like earlier when I gave you them demerits and shit. That was fun times. A defamatory statement is one that exposes an individual to public hatred, shame, a blocky, odium, contempt, ridicule, aversion, ostracism, degradation, or disgrace, or induces an evil opinion of one of the minds of right-thinking persons and deprives one of confidence and friendly intercourse in society. Look, Judge, Drake, like Britt said, Drake been having friendly intercourse in society since high school. We just seen him get back shots. He also displayed a whole pussy recovery room in his latest video, so he is very fine with having friendly intercourse in society, Judge. The issue in this case is whether Not Like Us can reasonably be understood to convey as a factual matter that Drake is a pedophile or that he has engaged in sexual relations with minors. In light of the overall context in which the statements in the recording were made, the court holds that you cannot, you bitch ass bitch. Fact versus opinion. Under the First Amendment, there is no such thing as a false idea. Moreover, the New York Constitution provides for absolute protection of opinions. Thus, courts must distinguish between statements of facts which may be defamatory and expressions of opinion which are not defamatory and have the full protection of the New York Constitution.
Whether it's an opinion show too, this dope.
Yeah, we be giving 100% opinions. And none of it is a fact except for Domino's is Jack in the Box is pieces of shit as food that's eaten. Hyperbole. See, we just joking, Judge. Whether a challenge statement is fact or opinion is a legal question. I don't know. Plaintiff argues that it is inappropriate for the court to determine at the pleading stage whether a reasonable listener would perceive the recording as fact or fiction or opinion. Yet, because this is a question of law, New York courts routinely resolve this question at the motion to dismiss stage. So basically, your lawyers really fucks you in the ass, Drake, on some real shit. It says, listen to this, Briz. Yet, because this is a question of law, New York courts routinely resolve this question at the motion to dismiss stage.
Damn.
Now,
everybody getting paid.
Either one or two things happen, stupid ass Drake. Either you sat down with your lawyers and they was like, now, it's gonna be pretty tough. Usually defamation cases don't win, so I just want to give you a warning. You may just want to cut your losses and quit right now. You already got your ass beat. Like, oh, he just did the Super Bowl. They either did that or they was like, oh yeah, we can win this shit. What? We win shit like this all the goddamn time, bitch. Oh no, my nose bleeding because I got punched in the nose, not because of the copious amounts of cocaine that I'm dreaming about getting from the money I'm about to take from your stupid ass, you dumb bitch. Let's see. Whether a statement is fact or opinion is a question of law for the courts to be decided based on what the average person hearing or reading the communication would take it to mean and is appropriately raised at the motion to dismiss stage. And see, this is why your bitch ass is stupid, Drake. The little children that's been singing these songs and shit, the new Stranger Danger song and shit, and soccer moms and shit, they just jamming to the song and shit. They think you a weirdo and shit, but this you ain't really been banned like you should be banned. Like R. Kelly music really been like banned. Like people really judge you for this shit. People don't get judged for listening to Drake like they should, because you should have been judging people for listening to that shit in the first place. Just listen to your bitch ass anyway. You still have people in the Drizzy Reddit sucking your dick for whatever reason. So what the court is saying, that the average person was just like, wow, Kendrick Lamar whooped his ass. Holding that, because whether a statement is defamatory presents a legal issue to be resolved by the court, defamation actions are particularly suitable for resolution on a motion to dismiss. Meaning, all the bitch ass niggas that I call so many people on this show, it's just my opinion. Even with you, Drake, and all your bitch ass actions, it wouldn't be defamation, because I get in the courtroom, they be like, did you call him a bitch ass nigga? I be like, yes. They'd be like, why'd you call him that? Because it's true. Do you have any proof of that? He filed a lawsuit over a goddamn diss track. You're right. You win. Drake, you're going to pay his lawyers and shit $17 billion for the plaintiff, for the defendant.
You seen that shit before where them motherfuckers be shit, fuck. Never mind.
Oh. We gonna take a super chat break real quick. Rita Vega said, Judge's death did her homework 100%. She was listening out like us while she was writing that shit. Salute to the struggle stream and the mods in the chat. I never liked Drake. Shout out to the Judge. 100%. And thank you, Vicky Lacey. We really appreciate that around here. Welcome to the struggle. Now, if you old, you been here. Drake, Briston. Why fucking keep saying, referring to you? I'm thinking it's the haircut, man.
What kind of shit?
Because that is a take care haircut you got right there. I'm just saying it's Thank you so much for the super chats. Oh wait, I missed one more. Well, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna get to the there's one more super chat. Hold on. And then Rita Vega been blessing it. And Rita Vega is a quintuplet OG round here. Drake booty is real loose behind his lawyers.
Dang.
That nigga
not loose booty. God damn.
That nigga motherfucking ass looking like deflated balloons around this bitch right now. God damn. Even Baca ain't turned on no more and shit.
God, oh.
A Bush recovery room can't fix what the fucking lawyers doing your dumb ass. There's particular value in resolving defamation cases at the pleading stage, so as not to protract litigation through discovery and trial and thereby shield the exercise of constitutionally protected freedoms. I kind of know what that means and shit, but I had to sell it like I knew exactly what it was. But I get the gist of it with the context clues. I didn't want to be too fake. In distinguishing between facts and opinion, 3 factors guide the court's consideration. 1, whether the specific language in the issue has a precise meaning which is readily understood. 2, whether the statements are capable of being proven true or false. And 3, whether either the full context of the communication in which the statement appears or the broader social context and surrounding circumstances are such as to signal readers or listeners that what is being read or heard is likely to be opinion, not fact. So, precise meaning with really, okay. The court conducts this inquiry through the lens of a reasonable listener. Plaintiff's suit is focused on a single factual message conveyed by the recording, the false allegation that Drake is a pedophile. Plaintiff's suit is focused on a single factual message conveyed by the recording, the false allegation that Drake is a pedophile. The recording is myopically focused on ensuring that listeners take one message away from the song. Drake is a pedophile. Oh, I think that's what they put in what they put in there and shit. That's what the case with Drake lawyers was saying. This statement has a readily understandable meaning and it is capable of being proven true or false. But even accusations of criminal behavior are not actionable if understood in context. They are opinion rather than fact. Thus, the court will focus its analysis on the 3rd factor. This inquiry is a holistic one, which looks to overall context in which the assertions were made. In order to assess the impact that the statements would have on a reasonable listener, context includes the form in which the communication was published. Context includes the form of which the communication was published. You dumbass, bitch-ass, dumb bitch. It's a fucking diss song. I have heard way worse now. I'm gonna be honest, getting called pedophile is. But I done heard motherfuckers say I'm gonna shoot your mama and all sorts of shit in diss songs and shit. And 2-3 years later, these niggas at goddamn rap awards and shit together, fucking having fun and shit, okay?
Fucking Drake defamed Kendrick in the song. He was trying to insinuate that he got touched as a kid with the Mother May I shit. Completely missed the whole shit. So there was 2 swings and 2 misses, Drake. First off, you tried to insinuate that he got touched on because the second miss is you can't understand rap songs because you's a stupid fuck. Also, you know what's really dope about this shit, nigga?
Drake spent all this money and put Kendrick's name all up in here, which was hella free promo, because if there was a person who didn't know who the fuck Kendrick Lamar is, these types of papers and shit getting in all sorts of places where you gave Kendrick like so much extra promotion. Then on top of that, Kendrick didn't have to pay a motherfucking dime because you sued UMG because you's a scary bitch. And you a scary bitch because you's a scary bitch. That's why you ain't said this nigga's name after he whooped your ass into this entire time.
He hid his hands as he threw these rocks.
Hiding his hands and probably his arms and his pussy, because you know both can fit. Like the left and right, all the way up to, I'm pretty sure, the shoulder blades. He is hiding his hands.
Damn.
To start the court considers the form in which the allegedly defamatory statements appear as that it is a useful gauge for determining whether the reasonable reader will treat it more readily as opinion than fact. You know what, bro? Nigga, that's why I'll be able to get away with saying the shit, because my voice don't sound like shit is believable. Like, my voice don't sound like it should be trusted for shit. Like, you... Man, you funny, made my house on fire and I need to get in there to save my... Boy, you funny than a motherfucker. Man, your house is burning down, man. Man, that nigga super is funny than a motherfucker, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna see you at work tomorrow, dog. Like, all right. Try to tell you, nigga.
All right, nigga.
Because I'm only gonna tell you that shit twice. For example, the average listener is more likable to understand statements made on a news program or in a journalistic piece to be factual, while statements made in the opinion page of a newspaper or in an internet comment page are generally perceived as opinion. It's a bunch of shit she motherfucking damn... Okay. The common expectation is that the columns and articles published on a newspaper's op-ed section will represent the viewpoints of their author and as such contain considerable hyperbole, speculation, diversified forms of expression and opinion. The culture of internet communication, as distinct from that of print media, which, such as the newspaper and magazines, has been characterized as encouraging a freewheeling, anything-goes writing style. The fact that the alleged defamatory statement appeared on Twitter, and shout out to the judge calling that shit Twitter and not punk-ass X, conveys a strong signal to a reasonable reader that this, what's the opposite of a demerit, Brisk? Award, you get 2 award points for that shit, Judge. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot her name. It's way at the top of the paper. I ain't gonna scroll up. Live face on okay. The media vehicles used to decimate the Vargas. That's her name. The alleged defamation. Let me start this over. Twitter conveys a strong signal to a reasonable reader that this was defendant's opinion. The media vehicles used to decimate the alleged defamation, a WordPress blog, social media post, and an unsigned press release complaining that litigation tactics suggest to readers that they contain opinions, not facts, and they are written in such an amateurish fashion. The form in which a statement appears is not dispositive of the fact versus opinion injury, but it does provide contextual indica that can inform. Judge Vargas was on one that can inform the court analysis, because I don't think court judges got to get drug tested to maintain their job, because they ain't in no vehicle and shit. The form here is a music recording, in particular a rap diss track with the accompanying video and album art. Diss tracks are much more akin to forums like YouTube and X, which encourage a freewheeling, anything-goes writing style than journalistic reporting. You see that, Drake? Journalistic reporting, okay? Twitter, the Instagram, the Shade Room, and all that shit. And guess what? They outside of anything else, they would say they not journalists because they don't never want to be held to real motherfucking claims and shit. They just go be like, oh, we just a blog on the internet and shit. As they should. Let's see. The average listener is not under the impression that a diss track is the product of a thoughtful and disinterested investigation conveying to the public fact-checked variable content. No disrespect if anybody from the Shade Room in here and shit. I would assume y'all don't consider yourself journalists. Y'all might though, but I get my rumors from there though. Surrounding circumstances. Next, the court considers the full context of the communication in which the statement appears, including the setting surrounding the communication. The fact that the recording was made in the midst of a rap battle is essential to ascertain its impact on a reasonable listener. Even apparent statements of fact may assume the character of statements of opinion. When made in public debate, heated labor dispute, or other circumstances in which an audience may anticipate the use of epithets, fiery rhetoric, or hyperbole. When you mad at somebody, you go say some crazy shit sometimes and shit. And the judge understands that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. As context is key, defamatory statements advanced during the course of a heated public debate during which an audience will reasonably anticipate the use of epithets, fiery rhetoric, or hyperbole are not actionable. The decision by the New York Court of Appeals is instructive in this regard. In Steinhilber, the alleged defamatory statements were published in a tape-recorded telephone message that was played automatically to anyone dialing the private phone number that was given to the labor union members. 68 NY 2nd at 287. The union had assessed a fine against plaintiff after she had defied a strike order, and the phone message appeared after she failed to pay the fine. The New York Court of Appeals found that the most significant circumstance was that the message was prepared and played as part of the union's effort to punish a former member. The court highlighted that in the emotional aftermath of a strike, when animosity would be expected to persist, particularly against a former member who was seen as a traitor to the cause, that a listener would not expect that any insults loathed would be factual in nature. Oh, wow. So let me make sure I write this down. Be sure to argue with someone before I say the craziest shit ever online. All right. Thank you.
You know something that's crazy about this shit?
What's that?
We ain't even halfway through the damn document.
God damn. Shit. What time is it? 8:42. Oh, it's only been an hour though. Okay. I thought it was like 11:30, nigga, on some real shit, nigga. I thought it feels like it's been forever and shit, nigga. Like on some real shit. I might have great underarm hairs in my own mind right now, nigga, by how long it feels this reading all this shit is, man. Shout out to the people who do good in school. Cause this is insane. The court highlighted that in the emotional aftermath. Okay, we read that shit. Similarly, the Second Circuit affirmed the dismissal of a complaint at the pleading stage, holding that as a matter of law, comments that the plaintiff was a sick racist pedophile and loser pedophile, a broadcaster pedophile, a child predator, a lunatic, and that he must be put behind bars. Hey,
the racist pedophile, damn.
At first I had to write, I was like, so these motherfuckers put that shit in the shit? Because, god damn, yeah, sick racist pedophile, that's Trump. In reaching this conclusion, the Second Circuit relied upon the context in which these statements were made. Specifically, the comments were a part of a war of words between disc jockeys at rival radio stations that received extensive media coverage and commentary. As part of that feud, the plaintiff made comments on air suggesting that he would sexually abuse the minor daughter of the defendant. What case was this? No, that's wild right there. No, you can't. No, that's a knock on the door right there. That's yeah. The Second Circuit concluded that in this context, no reasonable listener could have perceived the defendant's response to state or imply assertion of objective fact. Wait. Oh, I guess they tried to sue. Okay. So you could say, I guess you could say, hey, I'm gonna go fuck your daughter. You made me so mad, but that ain't defamation though. So that makes sense. You still go get your ass blowed off, but at least you ain't go get a court case or nothing. I'm just saying, most people, if they was on the radio and said, yeah, I'm gonna fuck your daughter, nigga, hello? Hey, hold on, y'all. Somebody at the door.
That's how she be going.
And Rappaport versus Barstool Sports, the district court found that an audience would not reasonably conclude that statements suggested that the plaintiff had herpes and had abused his girlfriend constituted assertions of fact when published in the 6-minute diss track music video. The district court observed that the statements were delivered in the midst of a public and very acrimonious dispute between the parties that would have been obvious to even the most casual observer. The video in question reviewed the recent history of the acrimonious disputes that resulted in Rappaport's termination just days before the video's publication, and also included a Photoshop photo of the defendant in derogatory manner. That clear background contextualized for the audience that the statements in the video are being offered in the midst of a hostile public feud against Rappaport and Barstool. Just as in Stylberg, Rappaport, and Trowan, the recording was published as part of a heated public feud in which both participants exchanged progressively caustic, inflammatory insults and accusations. Drake's did not get increasing. They got weaker and weaker until we got to the part 6 where he just didn't even say nothing. He didn't even say nothing good. Well, he didn't say nothing good the whole time. This is precisely the type of context in which an audience may anticipate the use of epithets, fire rhetoric, or hyperbole rather than factual assertions. Hey, what? Remember, all right, was it you the one that said in order for Drake to be able to come back, he needed to come out and say he fucked Kendrick mama or something like that? Yeah. Like, that's what the fart, if you was gonna do the fart part 6, you should have came out on some crazy shit like that and shit. And you would have got away with it according to this motherfucking shit, because on some real shit, who really believe in the woman that's fucking you? Like, nobody believe in that. You know what I'm saying? At least not outside of a train situation where you the caboose.
Damn.
For example, in Euphoria, Lamar calls Drake a master manipulator and a habitual liar and a scam artist. Drake responds in Family Matters by heavily implying that Lamar is a domestic abuser. He also raps that he heard that one of Lamar's sons may not be biologically his. Why you never hold your son and tell him, say cheese? We could have left the kids out of this. Don't blame me. I heard that one of them little kids might be Dave Free. And see, I ain't even know what lyrics is gonna be read, but it only take by the second line. You already know this is Drake rap, and it's the scheme be trash. In Meet the Grams, Lamar takes issue with Drake involving his family members in their feud. Dear Aubrey, I know you're probably thinking I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully, I don't have a hating bone in my body. This is supposed to be a good exposition. I can't never get that word right, within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name. Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people? In the same track, Lamar alleges that Drake uses the weight loss drug Ozempic. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. That's solid advice right there. Now, as the hypocrite I am, my doctor gave me a weight loss drug on that ass, and you a bitch for taking those Ozempic, Drake. Not me though. I'm super rigged. Everybody likes me. You only get judged for that shit when you ain't got no friends. Lamar also insinuates that Drake knowingly hires sexual offenders. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better. Got sex offenders on OV Ho that he keep on a monthly allowance. A particular relevance in Taylor Made freestyle, Drake challenged Lamar to make the pedophilia accusations at issue using artificially generated voice of deceased rapper Tupac. Drake goes Samar, Kendrick, we need you, the West Coast savior, engraving your name in some hip hop history. If you deal with this viciously, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity. Oh my gosh, you disrespected Pac's voice with this bullshit ass rhyme scheme and bullshit. Wow. Fuck this Canadian light skin, dot. We need a no debate West Coast victory, man. Nigga, that's he taking what niggas in Baca's crew that be running trains on him say to him and won't and trying to hide that in the lyrics and shit. We need a no debated West Coast victory, man. Well, you definitely gave your ass that. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift from me. Heard it on the Button podcast. It's gotta be true. You's a dumbass bitch, man. You go give people you go give him the ammo so he can have a no debated West Coast victory. Like, why would you do that? Why, Briss? If I'm getting into it with somebody, would you do that?
Well, you got to remember, he studied rap battle.
You right.
And so during his research and his studying, this is the conclusion that he came up with that he had to do to make it best for him in his situation during this rap battle.
Yeah, you right. Cause only a person who studied rap battles would would come out with a song where they really not battling no more, and then sue the person that whooped their ass in the battle. Cause that's a part of the rap battle playbook. Because all rap, that ain't never happened before in life. So nigga, you don't study shit, nigga. How you gonna study some shit that ain't never been done? Suing a nigga for a rap song. And my bitch ass, I want to apologize to everybody. My dumb ass actually went through the last paperwork and was like, well, they do mention, they might be trying to fuck him up for the re-up and shit of his slavery contract and shit. I apologize for, you know what? For that, I get negative 8 million demerits. And it be like that sometimes. 8 million demerits, negative, super rig. It be like that sometimes, you got to hold yourself accountable. And I hate that word. In this context in which such lyrics as "Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young" from the recording must be assessed, the similarity in the wording suggests strongly that this line is a direct callback to Drake's lyrics in the prior song. Plaintiff argues that the court should ignore the songs that came before. Plaintiff argues that the court should ignore the songs that came before and assess Not Like Us as a singular entity. Bitch. Bitch. You is a true bitch. What type of hoe ass shit is this? That's like, nigga, that's like motherfucking somebody stealing on somebody, and then the teacher come and be like, yeah, I stole on them and shit. But I don't want to talk about all the other steal-ons and shit from previous and shit. We just want to focus on this one I got stole on and shit. But didn't you steal on him first? No, I want to keep. We not gonna talk about them. Let's just focus on him stealing on me right now. Cause look, my whole jaw is hanging off the side of my face. I just tapped him a couple of times. Plaintiff argues
that's crazy.
This nigga is dumb. Plaintiff argues that the average listener is not someone who is familiar with every track released as part of the rap battle. Bitch, everybody listen to all the tracks, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. And a reasonable listener, no one reasonable is listening to. Oh, it said average. Okay. At first I was going to say, ain't no reasonable person listening to Drake anyway. Because the recording has achieved a level of cultural ubiquity far beyond the other 7 songs, plaintiff contends that courts should not consider those other tracks in assessing how the average listener of the recording would perceive the allegations regarding Drake. There are a number of flaws with this argument. Not Like Us cannot be viewed in isolation, but must be placed in its appropriate factual context. Statements must first be viewed in their context in order for courts to determine whether a reasonable person would view them as expressing or implying any facts. Here, the factual content is the insults and trash talking that took place via these diss tracks in the days and weeks leading up to the publication of Not Like Us. The songs released during this rap battle are a dialogue with one another. They reference prior songs and then respond to insults and accusations made by the rival artists. The songs thus must be read together to fully assess how the general audience would perceive the statements in the recording. You dumb bitch. Notably,
you know why he asked for the other songs not to be included in shit, and this to be just one entity.
Why is it?
Because he got in there. He was telling his lawyers like, "This is what I want to do." They was like, "You do know, you did tell him to do this, right? You told him to do this shit." He like, "Let's just get those other songs thrown out, sir. This is you do know this is all like together and shit. You can't just split the songs out. Fucking do it anyway. I pay you."
Wow. And they were like, "Well, how about this? Because they're gonna throw that shit out. We're going to make a case for your version and ours, all billable hours, and we'll submit yours first. And how about that?" He's fine. But the motherfuckers like, yes. ChatGPT, please come up with 2. And also, ChatGPT, how much coke can I get for $3 million an hour? Notably, the Second Circuit rejected a similar argument in Trowan. There, the plaintiff argued that the district court improperly considered the statements that he made during the war of words because they were not included in his complaint. The Second Circuit held that because the court must look at the overall context in which the statement was made in order to determine if it is actionable, the court properly considered all statements made during the feud between disc jockeys, regardless of whether they were included in the complaint. Moreover, while plaintiff is correct that the intended audience for the recording is the general public and not a subset of rap devotees or Kendrick Lamar fans, the recordings in the rap battle were likewise released to the general public. These were not songs accessible to a select niche few, but tracks released by commercially successful artists. While Not Like Us may be the most popular of the diss tracks, the other songs were hits in their own rights. Taylor Made was a hit. Family Matters, which got stepped on, was a hit.
It's own right.
I'm not. That's not demerits, Judge Vargas. I'm just notating. Additionally, it was not just the recording which gained a cultural ubiquity, but the rap battle itself. In deciding this motion to dismiss, the court need not blind itself to the public attention garnered by this particular rap battle. The court takes judicial note of the extensive mainstream media reporting that surrounded the release of Not Like Us and the associated feud between Drake and Lamar. Accordingly, the court must consider the entire rap battle to assess whether the average listener would take Lamar's statements as objective fact or opinion. Perhaps most fatally, the plaintiff's argument, it would render protection for the artistic expression dependent upon an impressionable retroactive analysis. As the time he released Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar could not have been aware that it would break streaming records, win Record of the Year at the Grammys, or be featured at the Super Bowl halftime show, you loser. Yet plaintiff would have the court divorce the recording from the context in which it was created because of these subsequent events. Whether publications constitute actionable facts or protected opinion cannot vary based upon the popularity they achieve. Constitutional guarantees do not rest on such flimsy foundation. Flimsy, Drake.
Flimsy is a good word for this.
Wow. Flimsy, like the muscle that keep your booty hole tight that you have worn out year after year, night after night.
Damn.
Plaintiff counters that even if the record was protected, even if the recording was protected opinion at the time of its initial publication, UMG's republication of Not Like Us in the months following after it achieved unprecedented levels of success, of commercial success, exposes it to liability. This argument is logically incoherent. If the recording was non-actionable opinion at the time it was initially produced, then its republication would not expose UMG to liability. Republication cannot transform Lamar's statement of opinion into UMG's statement of motherfucking fact. God damn, I ain't even think about it like that.
Yeah.
Damn, I smell onions and garlic pepper and all sorts of shit because Judge Vargas is cooking in this bitch. Oh, that's my breath. That the recording can only reasonably be understood as opinion is reinforced by the language employed in the song. Loose, figurative, or hyperbolic statements, even if depreciating a plaintiff, and imaginative expression cannot constitute actionable defamation. A court may also consider whether the general tenor of the publication negates the impression that challenged statements imply defamatory facts about plaintiff. Let me put my hand down because I'm starting not to understand what the fuck this shit's saying now. In Rappaport, for example, the court concluded that the tone and apparent purpose of the diss track, especially considering its use of hyperbolic and vitriolic words and imagery, further reinforced for the audience that the video is not intended to reflect an accurate, factual assessment of Rappaport. The district court faced no difficulty concluding that the context of the diss track video reasonably signals to viewers that it challenged statements that are prejudiced, opinionated viewpoints of Barstool defendants. The Second Circuit affirmed the district court's analysis, concluding that the nature and tone surrounding language can function as a strong indicator to the reasonable reader that the statement is not expressing or implying any facts. Not Like Us is...
When they keep talking about this imagery, are they talking about the album cover where it got the offenders on the house?
No, whenever they talking about imagery, this is when they go back to the Rappaport shit in the video that they had made a music video about him. And basically, they just saying that it's so stupid. It's so stupid it's not believable. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga is beating a Al Pinata and shit. Like, what the fuck they got to do with pedophiles and shit? Like, that's not defamation. It's a music video and shit. Not Like Us is replete with profanity, trash talking, threats of violence, and figurative and hyperbolic language, all of which are indica of opinion. I'm gonna start using indica just for no reason in my sentences since I know it's a word. A reasonable listener would not equate a song that contains lyrics such as, "Ain't no law boy, you a ball boy, fetch Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping," with accurate factual reporting. Accordingly, the reasonable listener of Not Like Us would conclude that Lamar is rapping hyperbolic, hyperbolic. That's a big word to know. Plaintiff contends that in determining if the lyrics in Not Like Us express fact or opinion, the court must consider this subjective view of listeners, as well as commentators in the rap industry and the press who understood the recording, video, and image of the attempt as an attempt to convey a precise factual message, pedophilia, about Drake. The amended complaint cites extensively to comments and posts from YouTube and Instagram that expressed the belief that the recording had exposed the truth and that Drake largely was engaged in pedophilia and sexual violence against children. So basically what the judge is saying, you stupid bitch, is this is no different. And this is why he a bitch for real. That's like, you know how that one person fucked up at school and a rumor start going around about that person and shit, and then they be all mad and sad and shit walking around, but it's just a school rumor and shit. And they go talk to the teacher and they talk to the well, now and shit, they actually take action towards this shit. But back in our day and shit, you go sit to the principal like, "Yeah, man, they keep saying XYZ," and the principal be like, "Stop being a bitch and take your ass back to class, ho."
Pretty much how it works. Thank you.
And your breath do stink. That's not a rumor, nigga. Now get the fuck out the goddamn out the mouth. Take some of them peppermints on your way out. No, not one. You take the whole bowl with you, bitch ass nigga. But distinguishing between fact and opinion is a question of law for the courts to be decided based on what the average person hearing or reading the communication would take it to mean. This dispositive inquiry is whether a reasonable listener. Okay, we at the point now to where. Okay, we almost done. We almost done.
So I think the chat ready to be done with the document too.
All right, then fuck it. He lost. Time to go to the wiki. That's all I need to hear and shit on some real shit because I was done. Let's see. Chat. Hey, what's up, allegedly Elise? Thank you so much for your super chat. UMG about to drop. Don't believe that politically polite statement. Drake about to have a OF page doing something strange for that change. 100%. 100%. You know he already got footage stockpile and shit. And can't wait for somebody to leak that out for further embarrassment for him. Cause it's gonna be crazy.
Loose booty tootie.
Loose booty tootie. All right, I know it's some other super chats, but they went through my shit, the thing. So I'm gonna catch y'all. Let me see if I can catch this on the. We gonna do a super chat catch up, and then we go get to this goddamn Drizzy Reddit and shit. The Pierce Mayhem hit us up. Oh, the Pierce Mayhem hit us up super early. Appreciate you for that super chat. Already donating because today was a good day. All my all-time favorite streamers. Thank you so much, Pierce Mayhem. That was yesterday.
Shout out.
Thank you for that. That's some real shit. Let me see if I can let me go and show that appreciation. We got a new member, Mike Peterkin. Appreciate you. Welcome to the struggle. I'm gonna do some housekeeping back in the membership and stuff. It's some pizza back there as well. Let's see. Omar Pena, we got you. We got you, Kai. Omar Pena, we got that one as well. Let's see. We got that one. Cosmic Fury said 86 Thundercracker looks fire. Look out for the pre-order. We gonna talk about that on another time. Cosmic Fury. He talking about Transformers and shit. This we know y'all ain't ready for that gangster talk like that. Kurt D.
You talking about Mateo. Like I thought you were talking about like Caitlyn Jenner.
But you know, it's crazy because Transformers legs, they have to go all the way behind the back of their head too. So it's kind of, they have similarities. Let's see. My ex called me with a little woman. Kurt D said, my ex called me with a little woman. She said, I thought you wasn't gonna cheat on me no more. I said, can't you see I'm trying to cut down? All right. That was a good one, Kurt D. -27 for little people discrimination. Let's see. The best was UMG's response to the verdict. They basically told Drake to get his bitch ass to work. We go check that out because that was in the motherfucking in the Drizzy Reddit. Let's see. Hey, what's the business, Lady Lex, off in this thing? I studied being a bitch ass nigga for a living. That is exactly what the fuck Drake did. On some trio shit. Who else in this? L Biddy. All right. Yeah, we gonna get to that Drizzy Reddit. Thank you. We got to Leonardo. Kurt D said, we got to the tucking them back in his onesie. Let's see. We got that. And thank you so much for being a struggler for 7 months, Rita Avaya. We really appreciate you.
Not out.
Let's see. Vicky Lacey, we got you. We got Rita Avea's comment about Drake's loose booty. L Biddy says, Drake is always trying to skip lines, lie, drawing to get his way. old bitch ass nigga. I can't stand dumb ass. Wait, my bad. I'm adding extra shit in there. I can't stand dumb and I can't stand how dumb and fragile he is. Makes me want to puke. Absolutely. Absolutely, he just make you want to puke. Same with me. Miss C60, thank you for your super chat. Thank you so much. And welcome to the struggle. Just think this lawsuit will be referenced in the future cases like the lawsuits referenced in this lawsuit. It's never gonna go away. Yeah, from now on, they go replace them boring ones. They'll keep that Rappaport one in there and shit, cause and now yours done replace the other damn cases for stupid ass motherfuckers who can't handle starting a beef with somebody, and when they get hot in the kitchen, they want to get the fuck out.
You're getting all kind of new nicknames too. You want to sue? Call him Susie Loose Booty. Susie Loose Booty out here. Wow.
That's getting Susie Loose Booty for sure. Susie Loose Booty is real good when it rhymes too. That's when you know you got a winner right there. Yeah, Susie Loose Booty. Let's see. Allegedly, Elise said you study long, you study wrong. 100%. Drake don't know how to play dominoes and shit. He don't know nothing about card games or nothing like that. He ain't never did that shit. He just know how to pay Parcheesi and shit like that. All right, we done caught up to the super chats. Now, as y'all know, at this time of the show, if you are in the room with Nana, if you are in the room with any small children, any pets, anybody with a breathing problem, if you suffer from migraines, or if you live in actual reality and don't want your reality broken from the stupidness and ignorance that you are about to witness, please get out the room and get those people out the room, okay? If you a nurse or a doctor, you probably need, and I know y'all got money. I would love to have y'all super chats, but this shit go get on your skin, okay? We going to the Drizzy Reddit, and it's go get on your skin. And we don't, what the fuck, goddamn, I fixed the shit. The Drizzy Reddit sign didn't pop up. Hold the fuck on, goddamn it. I've been back here talking and shit. I fucked up the sign and shit. Ain't no audio on the sign and shit. I learned the lesson and shit. That's what happened. Now, as y'all see in that picture, it's going to be a lot of Vaseline, okay? It's going to be some crusty ass socks. They got all sorts of biological weaponry within them. And Buzzball liquid going to be splashing up and around, okay? So please, if you are a doctor or nurse, if you got a hazmat suit, put it on, okay? Me, over here, I protect my eyes because it be some bullshittery, okay? Now, also, in order to make it through, after a long time, it's been a while too, we get a prayer from Brisk to protect us spiritually, because that's just physical that I'm trying to protect y'all on. This, but what's the most important that our spirits are protected. Brisk, go on and lead us in this prayer, bro.
He's like, yo, let us get through this struggle. Normally, I come here to ask for protection. But today I'm here to thank you because I feel the protection. A fool got his case dismissed. Time to give it up. And the fact that we even discussing him shows he's not like us. So in the noise, the drama, the fuss, or the harassmentry threatened to change the rap game up. Niggas think it's cool to sue when they lose battles. Bro learned to rap from playing Scrabble. He ain't from this shit. It feels good today knowing they dismissed this bitch. My advice, move on. Go find yourself. Cause this ain't you. You don't do yourself. But no need to worry, you'll be just fine. Cause the battle you lost doesn't really matter to your kind. We good on this side. Grace and blessings applied. You'll be safe in your comfortable space. Just stay the fuck out of mine.
That's right. That's right. Wow.
Man, to the
It's
struggle.
been a while, man. That touched my spirit. And hopefully ICE can actually do their job and get rid of dangerous motherfuckers like him and take him back to his motherfucking home ass country down here, breathing our air with his stanky breath and contaminated pussy. All right, y'all. We about to go to the motherfucking Drizzy Reddit. And I ain't gonna front. Y'all probably gonna enjoy this one, right? This trip right here. And we also got some bookmarks as well. Let me see. Let's see where we gonna start it. Is this the post? Let's see. Is this the post? All right. Oh shit! And we gonna talk about Mal too. Matter of fact, let's go and get the Mal shit out the way because the Mal shit was really short. It ain't really that long and shit. Pause. Yeah, my bad. So check this out. And this I seen. The only reason I really know about this is because motherfucking Big Zo TV was talking about it and shit. And this is crazy. Have you heard what Maul have recently said, Briss?
But the way he rocking back and forth in that chair, I know it's about to be some bullshit right
It's about to be. It's scientifically proven. Him rocking back and forth in this chair. He about to say some idiocy. Let's check this out.
Personal things about each other, and I mean, it's unfortunate that it's Cardi and Nicki, but I mean, is it surprising to anybody at this point? Obviously, these two women don't like each other. We know that.
There's other ways to express not liking someone.
Yeah, through the music.
Tweet away. I just don't know why kids have to come into anything whatsoever to this degree. I'm not saying there hasn't been in the past when it comes to hip hop that kids haven't been involved, little shots here and there. I'm not saying that hasn't happened. I'm not saying these two are the first people to ever bring children into a verbal altercation. But to this degree, it's been 3 days of just trying to one up kids that are like 3 and 4 years old. Who could say a nastier thing about a child?
Kendrick.
Has he said nasty things about children?
He called Drake a pedophile.
But that's not him attacking his child.
Okay.
That's him saying Drake is a pedophile. You know what a pedophile is?
I do know what a pedophile is, but it's not
Fair.
attacking a child. It's not talking about a child.
Not a specific child, yeah, but it's the same thing.
Okay, fair. But completely aside from that, with this conversation, calling children out of their name and then talking about certain issues or physical appearance, this is fucking gross.
It is. I agree
like,
with
what
you.
type of adult or parent would even feel comfortable doing this? And listen, to Cardi's credit, I know she would say, what would you say if somebody said something about your kid? Maybe you'd get a tweet out of me, but probably just silence. And I'm not calling for anyone violence whatsoever. But if you think I'm going tit for tat on Twitter once you bring up my kid, no.
Well, that's what she said. She said, I don't even want to keep doing this because at this point, you got.
On some real shit. This is about to be some hating shit. Okay. Y'all know I'm very cool with hating. This is my specialty. Who the fuck really be listening to them and shit? On some real shit. First off, I hate anybody that be coming on that moral grandstand. Don't talk about the kids. These is two goddamn publicity whores and shit just doing this shit for publicity. No, it did get serious. But for them, it's completely different, though. Like, I do believe they really meant that shit, but it's completely... You supposed to be enjoying this shit. Them tweets, them was hilarious tweets. All right, first off, when it comes to the Cardi and shit, talking about, because once you get to that point, you like, wow, it's really gonna be no limit to this shit. Second off, Mal made 0 sense saying that calling Drake a pedophile was disrespecting kids, unless you are trying to say Drake is a child and Kendrick called a child a pedophile. Which even then,
that shit didn't make no sense at all.
That didn't make no sense. Then y'all know who I'm really mad at though, because at first y'all seen the video I did where I talked about, I think Rory and old girl are held captive by Mal's. Yeah. They scared to hurt Mal's feelings for some reason. And the reason was they don't want to hear him cry like a bitch. Y'all gotta stop it. Just let him cry and shit. Look, I got 2 kids. When I was trying to move my son from a crib in our room to his own room. He cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. I'll never forget that night. And I just sit there, looked him dead in his eye. He just, I just looked at him just like this. Then I got on the phone. That motherfucker, he cried for like 5 hours straight on some gangster shit. Then he sit down one time for like 2 seconds. I was like, hell yeah, I won. That motherfucker said, got back up and started crying again. That's what y'all go have to do, okay? Y'all go have to just let him cry and be a bitch. Because that's fair. That made no sense. Like, y'all not even being good friends and shit if y'all go let that motherfucker sit there and say some dumbass shit like that on some real shit. That's not good for the show. That's anti-intellectualism, as LL Biddy would say, and it's stupid as fuck. Like, I lost some brain cells actually listening to this motherfucker. Y'all do know he also was pee-popping to a Drake song at the beginning of the battle and shit. Matter of fact, here's another, since we already there, here's another something that we gonna bring up from Mal and shit that he said at the beginning of the goddamn battle and shit. Let's check this shit out. It was quite funny.
I think Drake is gonna ask for something that no artist has ever asked for or received, and it's gonna be very interesting to see if he receives that.
As far as money,
as far as compensation for damages,
on the lawsuit side,
absolutely. We talking upwards of $2 billion.
$2 billion.
He gonna ask for big three. Okay,
absolutely.
I'm gonna ask for a big.
Well, if he gets look at that point, fuck public perception. It's been real. It's been real.
I'm just saying at that point, I don't give a fuck what Black Twitter is talking about. I don't give a.
It just hit me, Brisk.
What's that?
And because I always kind of looked at Mal and shit, and you know, some people got certain features. I got big eyeballs and shit. You know what I'm saying? I do got some big eyeballs. However, you see how they censor? He got big eyeballs, and they are slightly a little kind of going outward and shit. I think Mal might be special needs, and the reason, because you heard what he said. He talking about $2 billion in a lawsuit and shit, and that sounded retarded. No disrespect. I'm sorry. I'm from the 90s, y'all. I'm in my 90s bag right now. I'm so sorry and shit. Y'all can cancel me. Cancel me after the shit, but let me talk real quick. But he is mentally fucked up, and everybody around him know it. So they don't outwardly just say you a dumb stupid bitch because he not all the way with it. It don't all the way connect like that. And now it makes sense. And you know what, man? Now I feel bad for talking about dude because
you're not so sad about life goes on type people.
You know,
I'm retarded.
Yeah, bro. I feel bad now, man. And Roy, and old girl, no disrespect, old girl, I just don't remember her name. Y'all doing a good job, man. Like, I understand y'all listen to some idiotic shit from his dumb ass and I'm sorry, I can't call special people dumb asses. Y'all listen to idiotic shit from his special dumb ass and so that he won't, because you know he'll probably run out and run up to the top of the building and jump smooth off and shit. He might do some shit like that because you know he probably think he can fly. He ain't gonna do it to hurt himself. He gonna say, I'm flying away from you guys, and then he'll jump off and it's not gonna work and he go hit smack. So let's pray for Mal, man. You should work on a Drake on a DMX prayer for Mal because he just don't have good sense. And because I've never heard him say anything that is correct. And all his opinions are bad, and he uses zero facts. So, all right, y'all. Let me get my safe.
Remember how they said it? The statement they used to say, maybe it's the shoes. Mal thinking maybe it's the loose booty. Maybe that's what he like.
He definitely thinking it's the LB. He's an
Yeah, the
LB
LB is
soldier.
wild.
Susie Loose Booty Jr. All right, let's go to this goddamn whatchamacallit. And let's see. Oh, speaking of some more slowness, a spokesperson for Drake issued the following statement in response to today's dismissal of his defamation lawsuit against UMG. We intend to appeal today's ruling, and we look forward to the court's appeals reviewing. Let's drag this appeal longer so we can continue to milk this idiot. Ha ha ha. Alexa, play Not Like Us. This is exactly what's happening in that bitch. Talking about upwards of $1 billion. $1 billion.
A big for a fucking lawsuit, bro.
And I know y'all thought I was joking earlier, but y'all see it in the eyes though. Like, I'll be honest, it's kind of giving Mariah Carey's kids a little bit. We going to press that button. Going to get that hate mail sent that way, and but it's given possible while he was in the womb. 40 ounces was daily ingested. Just
you know what it's giving to me?
What's that?
He banged spoons together when he was little. He
definitely banged spoons together, and his favorite color has to be 5. That's the only thing, because this nigga said $1 billion. $1 billion.
He said $2 billion.
He said $2 billion. He doubled it. With a straight face. This nigga dead serious over here. Hey, I ain't gonna front, bro. The worst thing that they did in the 80s, bro, was shut down mental hospitals and shit for people. Because this nigga be saying straight jacket comments and shit. And he out here amongst us? I don't feel safe, bro, on some real shit, man.
This nigga thought a defamation lawsuit for some shit that a nigga told another nigga to say was gonna be worth 2,000 millions, nigga.
2,000 millions. I only hear 3-year-olds talk about how much money you got there, little man. $1 trillion. Oh yeah, hey, you rich over there. That's the only motherfuckers I hear talk about some dumbass numbers like that. The only time you talk about numbers like that is the U.S. deficit and shit. Other than that, that is a goddamn drain. God damn, Mal. Mal done made me mad. I don't even give a fuck if Mal special no more. I'm calling that. I'm talking bad about this special motherfucking shit from now on and shit. God damn. All right. Where this goddamn Drizzy Reddit at?
Hey, West 792 said from 2 billion to dismissed. To dismissed. To be dismissed.
And I got on goddamn glasses to protect myself from a website, and I'm nowhere near as slow as this motherfucker is and shit. Goddamn it, that nigga. Cause you know, I can take these hoes out. I don't need these to see that nigga. I don't think he got the right prescription, Briss. Maybe he ain't got the right prescription because he can't see eye to eye on nobody. Speaking of Drake's lawyers, let's check up on the goddamn the motherfucking damn question of the night. All right, with 280 votes, what are Drake's lawyers gonna buy with that appeal money? 26% of the people said they are gonna get second mansions in the Hamptons. 19% said they're gonna get BBLs for their wives and mistresses. 6% said they're gonna get a gold toilet. And of course, the only correct answer up here is winning by a landslide, 49%, more cocaine. And
Cause they already got all that other shit with the first couple of shit they did.
They got paperwork. Yeah, they got all that shit, and they snorted up that nigga first money in that first night. That deal, they snorted up that first appeal money. So, yeah, this case probably gonna go on for about 20, 30 years, Briss, because he just that stupid. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see what's the funniest one. You know what? Hold on. Let's see. It was one I saved that I wanted to get on. Let's see. All right. So this was the crazy one right here. This is the super thread of when they first found out. Okay. This is when the Drizzy Reddit first found out that they fans of the dumbest motherfucker in music history. Okay. So let's see. It says, let me zoom in. It says legal action is the worst thing he could have done post beef. Should have just tripled down on the next album. And y'all, I want y'all to be ready, because y'all about to be so fucked up in the head, because y'all gonna hear shit that makes sense, followed by pure mal-esque thoughtry afterwards. For the people that didn't like him in the first place, I never hear of Drake fans switching over. I'm a Drake fan still a Drake fan, but him losing the beef and a lawsuit is bad for his legacy. Now, this motherfucker is saying, hey, I suck dick, but I don't suck that much dick. This is not a good look, okay? Then somebody came in here making sense. Thanks for keeping it real. Instead of that weak part 6, he should have fired. Yeah, nigga, dude, it'd be so weird in here, bro. He should be fired back with a fire album if he wanted to get his lick back. And see, this is where they lose me. A fire album, that's not even possible. This just doubles down on his battle losses, lost on wax and in court.
Damn.
Then this motherfucker said, I'm actually so glad somebody in this finally admitted that Drake's Fart Part 6 was weak. I seen way too many people saying it was one of the best ones, and they gotta be on crack. Drake, you such a loser that even the people in your fan club is like, you's a bitch ass bitch. Like, and now this person right here was scared to post they true feelings for years. And now you lose, and the more you lose, the more people gonna realize you's a bitch. Then here go this motherfucker. See this tag talk about they a hate survivor, and for these motherfuckers, and for anybody that before we move on, anybody that don't know what the Drizzy Reddit is, this the Drizzy Reddit, okay? This is where his fans go. This is they symbol for themselves. All right. It's a picture of Drake and another dude double jacking off with each other, okay? Like, both of them they double yanking, and this is what the fuck. Look at the ecstasy in Drake's eyes right there and shit. If you on your phone, zoom in and look at him getting the pure release right there. Okay? This is what the fuck these people think is cool and shit, all right? This shit is weird as fuck, but this is what it is. All right, back to the thread. Talk about they a hate survivor. That shit's so wild to me, dude. Hold on, I lost my goddamn place. How the fuck this scroll down? All right.
I'm a hate survivor. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And this show you how deep in the game this motherfucker is. They referring to the Fart Part 6 talking about it started off strong and had potential, but it was so cringy at the end. No, it had zero potential from the beginning and shit. Like, that was a horrible return beat. Somebody gonna come out with the jam of the summer and you gonna try to come with some sleepy by ass goddamn bullshit ass NyQuil ass music and shit, crying and shit on the track and shit. Nigga, you should have came out with the red button. Agreed. The worst part of the end of the end is that he starts talking rambling instead of rapping. We in a rap beef. Iceman better be fire. You see this? This is where it's crazy to me. They can see bullshit, but they still got hope. This motherfucker talking about Iceman. Nigga, what? What? This nigga ain't got no more money to release no more Iceman. These lawyers are snorting it up their nose as we speak. The Iceman budget is draining down the back of these lawyers' throats as we talking right now.
Damn. Okay?
What the fuck are y'all talking about? Iceman better be dope. No. What? And that's what makes this place so strange. Cause they dead serious. They fans, but they still slowly waking up. This person tag is Mo Life. And what I tell you, Briss, what's the name of that? What's that name right there, Briss?
Crispy sock. What the fuck?
Crispy sock.
These cats be beating off in the socks.
Y'all thought I was joking with this shit right here. Hold on. This Drizzy Reddit. Hold the fuck on. Y'all thought I was joking. Wait, let me get the audio over here and shit so I can talk and shit. Cause that's where I had fucked this shit up. These niggas, who the fuck go have a name like that in this motherfucker and shit? Let me see. Let me find this shit. Audio. There it go. Right there. Hold on, y'all. Y'all thought I was playing though. Y'all thought I was playing when I put this Vaseline and these goddamn socks up in this bitch, didn't you? With Dave Chappelle jacking off in the bathroom to a magazine, Muscle magazine. Y'all thought I was playing. This is really how these niggas live their life. This is real life. It's scary, ain't it? Crispy Socks 99. This nigga been jacking off since 1999. Documented. He is a documented jack-offer. In the socks. Crispy socks. I mean, he don't even watch them bitches. How the fuck? That don't even sound romantic to stick your dick in a hard, pre-nutted in sock and shit. He don't even jack off with clean socks, motherfucking Briz.
God damn.
Nasty motherfuckers. Does any Drake fan really care about his street cred or image, though? People be like, Drake grew up with his white Jewish mom in Toronto. Other rappers come from poverty and shitholes. Drake hasn't struggled like they have and hasn't been in the streets. Who the fuck cares? You would say some bullshit like that, Crispy Sock 99. How wealthy or where someone grew up is irrelevant to how I enjoy their music. If Big Dog wanted to sue for big money, then good for him. If he lost, who cares? The music is either good or bad. I have no more respect for street dudes than a suburban dude. People gotta stop letting others influence them into thinking this shit. Bitch, if you telling me, if you trying to rap about some shit and you saying this you, but you flat-foot lying about it, that affects whether you gonna believe the music or not. That's like, what he's saying is, Briz, what if you went to a goddamn karate class and shit, and the motherfucker on the window it said, yeah, I'm an 18-time black belt since I was 2 years old, and I done whooped 18 masters' asses. As you taking classes with this motherfucker, you beating his ass very quickly. Come to find out, nigga, he ain't been beating nobody's ass since he was 8. He was in the classes and shit, but he didn't really do nothing. He was there, and they gave him an honorary black belt and shit, but he really wasn't fighting, beating masters. You want to beat this nigga ass more than you already beating him. You can't trust that shit. That's what the fuck Drake do. Talk about he have sex with women and fucking people like him. Line his goddamn ass off and started from the bottom.
Started as the bottom?
Touché.
Is that what you saying?
Touché. That was probably the original version, and then somebody was like, hold on, you can't tell people that quick. We're gonna have to change those lyrics, all right? That's why the song don't make sense, Briz, because it don't correlate with what he truly wanted to say on the song. Maybe he do be wanting to tell the truth, Briz. Maybe I've been, because started from the bottom was just such a blatant ass lie and shit. You probably right, Briz. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that started from the bottom, and then he started as a bottom, and then now he here is loose bootyism.
Talk about, you can't get no looser booty than that. So this is the replies. Hip hop is street culture. When someone raps about things that they don't do and they're influencing people to do those things, it does matter. You see how this person understands what the fuck, why it mattered, because the form and the genre he chose to get in literally started in a place of poverty and people struggling and shit. So you coming in trying to pretend you of that, you are fraudulent, bitch. And so your music is fraudulent, at least the music that you actually participate in. Thank you for pointing that out. You shouldn't have to say that. This is how I know maybe these two people can't be Drizzy Redditors. Somebody said, I'm more outraged over the fact that anyone has the power to defame someone so shamelessly and get away with it. Now we back. You see how I go back and forth, nigga, from some shit that makes sense to some mal shit? That might be mal. Processed foods beats. This motherfucker processed food. This motherfucker beat his cheese to Velveeta single slices and shit. Nasty motherfucker.
For the next person to talk about.
The worst thing he could have done is kill himself. Wait, the worst thing he could have done is kill. I think they meant to put the best thing he could have done is kill himself. I don't know what this is the person talking about. It was the rational thing to do. Somewhere was the rational thing. Get the fuck out of here. I was informed by this sub that it was actually a brilliant move to expose how Kendrick cheated to win the beef, therefore transferring the win to Drake. Is that not how rap battles work anymore? Let's see. All right. I don't know what this person said. They said this. Before I say this, if anyone want to downvote me, go ahead. Jesus is still returning. Anyway, I'm a diehard Kendrick fan, but I also like Drake. Feel No Way's album is my favorite Drake era, so I listen to both artists. Seeing them beef, I was so happy because the rap battles are so important to the culture, and the GOATs going head to head, nothing beats that. I enjoyed the beef, but when Drake filed this lawsuit, I lost all respect I had for him, and he's never been the same to me. I'm so glad the judge dismissed the case and didn't set what would be a terrible precedent in hip-hop. Imagine if Drake had won this case. Do you know what that would have meant for the entertainment industry, especially hip-hop? Drake is one of the greats. They be so strong, and then it break down at the end every time. Drake is one of the greats, but instead of accepting he lost the rap battle, he tainted his legacy with the lawsuit. I wish he hadn't done it, but here we are. He is still a great artist. But you have to admit he's a bitch, and
God damn.
But you have to admit he's a bitch, and everyone will see him as such because of this lawsuit. And then look at this. First person, shut your bitch ass. This is the most egregious use of set your bitch ass up ever I seen in my life. When somebody come in with some facts and shit, now they want to come in and have a dick sucking party. Triple down, either address the allegations on 60 Minutes or stick the melodies from now on. Here go another hate survivor. I think it was a good thing. Filing for defamation led to him being investigated. No, it didn't. The statement was I'm innocent and I will let it be known. Yes, he lost this battle against UMG, but at least he made sure we knew he had nothing. No, we didn't. We didn't even get to no goddamn discovery and shit, you dumb bitches. Do y'all not understand it was nothing? Y'all are dumb. He fought for his position on this to be known. He did not. I have no doubt that he is innocent because he filed and was investigated. Now, this the only bad thing I got to say about this Judge Vargas. This ain't a bad thing, but thank you for looking out for Kendrick, because this nigga, this hate survivor, he pretty scared that Drake is dealing with the minuscules. He done seen the videos and shit already, but this the person that think is 5-year-olds and shit right here. This hate survivor might kill himself. I don't blindly trust Liv just because I love their music. Nobody can say now that he didn't willingly volunteer to be investigated. Yeah, Red Sparkle 222 might not be here that much longer. Didn't this lawsuit result in Spotify removing the stream count generated by bots? No, they do that shit periodically, and they trying to not be investigated for their own bot cases. Let's see. It was some crazier shit in here. Let me see. He's going to hear about this for the rest of his life. You sued and lost, blah, blah, blah. Now, if he actually has some dirt, we wouldn't have to wait for it to go to trial to hear about it. I don't like that this is your first thought, man. Why put the cart before the horse? Oh, man, red button on the way for real this time.
You do know what the red button is really a pink button with Bussy Minstrel on it.
Wow.
That's what the fuck his red button is.
That's heavy right there. That is some heavy shit. He need a heavy maxi pad for that type of button. Now this person want peace and shit in the forums, I guess.
Hey, that's a hilarious meme.
hey, even they like, hey, bitch, shut up with that damn red button shit. Red button number 3, just let it go already, man. They crying laughing at that shit. Nah, not only 3 comments down, the motherfucker said the red button on the way. Somebody said, I just came for a laugh and it did not disappoint. We got to stop this. Man, y'all can't be real. Wasn't he supposed to get $500 million settlement and own half of UMG with the lawsuit, a.k.a. red button number 2? Give it up already. Damn. Hey, he said, you don't get it, bro. He definitely has a red button. She just go to a different school.
Shit.
Oh, the red button lives in another state. God damn. Let's see. Yeah, it sucks for Drake, but he took a risk knowing full well it could backfire, and unfortunately it did for him. Such a dumb risk to take, if we being real. His reputation of pockets wouldn't really be significantly better if he won. He'd just be hurting people who wronged him, which fair enough, no he wouldn't. But in my opinion, the best way would be to expose them through music. Now he's going to get clowned forever for this narrative is going to be he got destroyed in the biggest rap beef ever and was so butthurt that he tried to sue and then lost the lawsuit. Biggest hell of all time. Then this motherfucker, after saying such truth, saying, not that I agree with it at all, this just what people be saying. Nigga, this is facts. Like, what are you? Ain't nothing to agree with. This ain't an opinion right here. This is actual facts right here. This is what he deserved. Somebody said Kodak blacked out. Said this move was not calculated in the least. He's surrounded by yes men, and when that happens, you make mistakes because you have no clue of motherfucking reality, which is super facts. Let me see. I had some I had some I picked out. This person had come in and said, as a Drake fan, this post dude screenshotted does read cringy as hell. Dog, it's talking like we have invested. Oh shit, do I got the? Here we go. Yeah. So this motherfucker posted this shit. These motherfuckers talk about we living rent free in them K-Bots brains. Yo favorite artist who coulda, after he lost the battle, shut the fuck up, took a year off, dropped whatever bullshit he would have dropped in all of this shit. He still would have got clowned, but it wouldn't have been nowhere to this magnitude. Did a lawsuit publicly, like announced it like he was about to win the lotto and shit. And you talk about folks living rent free in people. This motherfucker lost publicly. What are you talking about? This is just regular ass news and shit that he chose to put out. Somebody said, a Drake fan said, we still up for real. Man, Drake truly got the best useless fans of all time. This motherfucker in the Drizzy Reddit said, lawsuit loss means nothing. We still up for real. Iceman still gonna be monumental. Drake still has the same career. We out here sad about rage bait. You not a real one if you care about them headlines. Shut the hell up and enjoy the show. This a real person.
That's fucking crazy.
Then this person said, anytime Drake takes a huge public L, the first thing I do is check his subreddit. Them niggas over there are comedy. We'll be back with updates. That's the same thing I do. Now, a person replied to this shit. And this a Drake fan in the Drizzy Reddit. They said, as a Drake fan, this post dude screenshot does read cringy as hell. Dog is talking like we have invested all our money in the Drake, talking about we still up like it's a sports team. Bro, we like the man's music. His legal loss is not something we need to be told to keep our chin up about. It's not life or death. I'ma still listen to his music and enjoy it. Our speaking for the fans, not stands days are not ruined. The lawsuit was a lame move anyways. Put Iceman out and let's move on. This was strange to me. He knows that his cohorts of Drake stands are cringy. All right. And he know this nigga is lame. How could he still be a fan of this nigga? How could you still listen to somebody's music when all the people that like him, y'all are literally in a form where y'all got a picture of him hugging another man tightly while grasping in his crotch, looking up gleefully.
You got to remember, it's because he is in the bargaining phase of the 5 stages of grief right now.
You right. I forgot about the 5 stages. You had introduced that. A lot of people have talked about it. You correct. They said, and that's the attitude to have. A lot of Drake fans are in denial and need to go outside and touch grass.
It's a denial state.
Yeah, this is his fans saying this. This was another one I singled out that responded to this dude right here. Exactly. I can't tell you the last song I actually thought was good enough to put it on my playlist from Kendrick. I listen to a bunch of artists. I have tons of different music outside of Drake on my list, and Kendrick's just isn't good. I like Rich Spirit. I think off of, I forgot what that stands for. That was the last good song I heard from Kendrick. Not one song. What is that?
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Okay, yeah. I couldn't make it through that myself. Not one song I went back to from GNX. Now you tripping. And his fans have millions of Drake songs in their playlist and on their social media posts, and that's why they mad. No, nobody's mad. What are you talking about? We are happy. I'm not understanding. They be like, yeah, they just hating they mad. No, he is getting dismantled. We are overjoyed. Nobody is upset. Then they said, never been much a fan. I like poetic justice and chords from the song Love Is Good. I don't even hate the goof.
That's that word again.
And they think that shit sound cool or some shit. I just think his fans are annoying. I have nothing against dictionary raps. It's just not my cup of tea, but I guess I'm not trying to listen to Save the World songs. My biggest thing with Kendrick is for someone all about building up other black men and black communities. He sure does seem to tear a lot of them down and disappears. Please. What a lot of them? Who the fuck are you talking? You talking about that half coon Drake? From a white community?
He talking about what the black community and shit was tearing a lot of them down. So what the fuck is doing blackface?
What the fuck?
He defended a nigga that did blackface and used the ER, hard ER.
Hard ER. Practiced it. He practiced that shit. Then this motherfucker agreed. You hit it all pretty much. The fans are the worst part because they act like all they do is ride for Kendrick and Drake sucks. Yet you check what they're listening to and it's primarily always Drake in there. No, what? Primarily always. Y'all motherfuckers be using all sorts of words that are not near the reality of real life. Primarily always. They just fake and put on the internet tough guy routine to ride a trend. Tough guy, Drake a bitch. You ain't nothing about being a tough guy by saying Drake a bitch. Tough guy would be like, yeah, man, you know, Big Meech was a bitch back in the day and shit, man. I would have whooped Big Meech ass back then and shit. That's trying to be a tough guy and shit. Or saying, yeah, nigga, motherfucking King Von, nigga, I wish that nigga would have pulled out on me, nigga. I would have motherfucking chopped that nigga down. That's trying to play a tough guy. Them niggas actually be trying to take people's life and shit. You can't be a tough guy going at Drake. That's not even... Matter of fact, if you really came on some violent shit, like Kendrick did never say nothing like, hey, I'm a karate chopper. He know he whoop his ass. He just brought up shit about his actual personality.
Everybody know he ain't a tough guy. That's why, because if you think a motherfucker a tough guy, you're not gonna pee on them. They only pee on weak ass bitches. Straight up.
You know how much of a bitch ass nigga you gotta be to where every time Briss done chimed in, it's something I completely forgot about.
Right.
Of this nigga being a bitch, and how the fuck I'm gonna forget about the only person I know in history? Tell me a story about somebody else that's done been pissed on. Period.
Because the level of bitch ass that they gotta think you are about because that means you had to have pulled the dick out, and the motherfuckers didn't take action when the shit came out. The urine left landed on your body, and you still did nothing about it, and they still continued their stream. The stream didn't get interrupted or nothing. This nigga completed his stream of urine on this nigga person.
That is the exact same thing that Stephon Diggs did in that goddamn car. And that dude want us to believe that he was assaulted when you sat there while a nigga pulled out dick and you stayed there. Drake allowed a person to pull out his penis, turn towards him with penis. First off, pulling out penis, why are you that close to this nigga at this moment? I'm bagging up. What the fuck is going the fuck on in this? I might break out running on some real shit. He stood there while penis was being pulled out, probably looking at it, and let him release on him. T.I. didn't say nothing about him running or nothing. To get peed on, that means you had to stand there. He didn't say he got peed at. Peed at mean he tried to pee on him. He ran. No, he said he got peed on. You got to be there to get peed on. The only person I ever seen got peed on, I can't even reference because in 2003, 2004, I wasn't aware I was watching Go to Jailable shit with that R. Kelly tape. But that's the last time I seen somebody get pissed on. And at least they threw a couple dollars after that on that when he got pissed on for free.
Yeah.
Pissing on children is bad. I just want to put that out there. I'm not condoning pissing on children. They was playing the tape at the barbershop. We didn't nobody know exactly that you know. We just want to be like the cool people watching the tape. Going to put this up there real quick. And just for mental, since you here, Brisk, I need to put yours up there too and shit, so they can just because we a team, Brisk. One, it's all for one for all.
I got you.
Let's see. Now check this out. I can confidently say I look at my stats and there isn't a minute of Kendrick in there. Look at the stats. So these two niggas that went back and forth doing their shit. And somebody came up and said, my God, this was the most egregiously disgusting, double-fisting, mutual masturbation session I have ever seen. You two get a fucking room.
I did.
Now, look at the word he used, Briss. You see what the word he used?
Fisting.
Double fisting, double masturbation, and then what?
Damn, bro.
That's what they doing here. They do this. This is what they do. This shit wild. Check this out. Then somebody dumb as fuck said, Drake, I know you watching this. Get this motherfucker the right to appeal when the case is done. Lucy ain't gonna be working at Wendy's. Okay, now you know this is Brian Steele, okay? Now, this how fast this got shut down. I don't think he handles these type of cases, but it would be really funny if he joined somehow. Now, this is them treating that person like Mal, okay? They treating them special. They trying not to be too mean. Then somebody came in with just fact he's a criminal lawyer. Somebody else, he's a criminal attorney. You stupid. Then this motherfucker talk about, I'm kidding, but it would be funny. And then they jam voted this nigga 7 times.
That's hilarious, nigga.
So check this out. Somebody posted this. If it took this long to dismiss, it ain't over. This is just a hiccup. And we all know the reason Vargas gave was nonsense. This is really, they really think this.
Hiccup.
They talking about if it took this long to dismiss. Do you know how long it take to type out 38 pages of paper and shit where you referencing previous cases, you dumb fuck? Full of words that you can't melt. Even if you use ChatGPT, you got to reread that shit 8 bajillion times to make sure ChatGPT didn't fuck you over. Talk about we all know the reason Vargas gave is nonsense. Then go give a quote of some shit that Drake obviously didn't write. It's just all part of the game. We all got to roll with protection. And I'm just like the motherfucking judge. The hammers come out for objection.
Who lying? Who? But don't tell me that's a Drake line.
We in the Jersey Reddit, and I'm being very, very honest. This is 1,000% not written by Drake. And if it was written by Drake, no, fuck that. Ain't no if it was. He shouldn't have spit it, period. Whoever wrote that for him shouldn't allow him to spit that shit. So, I guess he got downvoted. Somebody said, keep downvoting, UK bots, we see you. So he didn't got downvoted. They say, I mean, any legal process takes a long ass time. Cases like this, even more so. Drake also did take down his original suit to amend it. I don't think length of time has anything to do with the outcome. See how they be babying each other in here like they be doing mal and shit? Instead of just saying, bitch, have you ever been in law and shit, motherfucker, before? Have you ever not been to the motherfucking courthouse for any type of shit? And they be like, yeah, we'll see y'all again in 4 months, bitch. Dumb motherfuckers. And somebody came in here and said, LO, laugh my ass off at this cope. Then, this how they argue back. LOMAO at this K-bot. See how they just start using names and shit? Like, they go to name like they 5 years old. Somebody said this moves like the Swifties. Then this person said, as a Drake fan, definitely. These fans during and after the beef just be want to low-key fuck at this point. Fuck them at this point. It's sad. Then, says the K-bot. And so on and so forth with this K-bot shit. It's really sad. Now, we got our feel of the Drizzy Reddit and shit. Now let's move on to some more very, very possibly good news on motherfuckers being embarrassed even more. Okay. Now, this is from Stanademics. I think this is a parody account of Sackademics. Says Drake is being exposed for botting. Shocking. So check this out. This was what's that bitch ass nigga name? Adonis or whatever. Anyway, let's listen to it. He talking to a actual investigator.
You call nigga die, you talking about Aiden Ross.
Same difference. They both white.
Here, I was hired by a law firm to come here and talk to you.
Oh, shit.
So Drake bots his music. That's what you're trying to say. Allegedly.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure he does.
You're 100% sure.
Are you dumb?
Yo, Rock Nation, what y'all got going on, man?
I promise he doesn't.
Rock Nation, Meg the Stallion, all of these people. What y'all got?
I promise.
A motherfucker calling from a law office saying they're 100% sure.
And you saw he tried to slip in allegedly, and she was like, "No, 100%, bitch. You can take us to court on this shit." Somebody came in here and said, "I know academics cried themselves to sleep that night." Then they said, "My tears will burn my pillow." This is very great. Then next up. This says, if Rock Nation has questions for Drake and Nicki, why are they going through other people to get the answers? Could it be that Nicki has been telling the truth this entire time and they're afraid of going directly because she'll expose them under oath? This is from Academics' actual page. Or, no, this is page. He claimed it ain't. Chat, why y'all think Rock Nation is allegedly asking about Drake and Nicki? I don't know what this is about, but let's listen to it.
Well, the judge did. He said, because you initially said, I wouldn't tell you.
God damn it. My bad. All right.
Well, the judge did. He said, because you initially said.
It said, no way Megan Thee Stallion had academics in the court asking questions about. Wait. Academics was asking about Drake and Nicki in the courtroom for Megan Thee Stallion. What?
Well, the judge did. He said, because you initially said, I wouldn't tell you no matter what. I'm going to allow follow-up questions, and I'm going to give 45 minutes. She can't ask no more bullshit about Nicki, no more bullshit about Drake, no more bullshit about anything else other than the defendant and the plaintiff would be saying this information is going to happen. But
shut up. I don't even know. I'm sorry I wasted y'all time. I thought this shit was going to be some good shit where we could laugh and shit. Let me see. All right, so let's listen to this shit. Oh, no, that's the same shit. So now this how dumb they is. Drake fans is. They said this person right here says, why would someone give somebody else $400 million based on performance if they know the performance is fabricated? It doesn't hold up. UMG would have done all their due diligence before giving that nigga 400 M's. Believe me, they have shareholders. Let's see if anybody gave him some education. Somebody said, source, nah, trust me, bro. It's a fact he received 400 M's. It's a fact that UMG is a publicly traded company with shareholders. Sources are out there. LMAO thinking his contract makes this is such an unfathomable assumption is jokes. Quick question. If streaming carries 70% of the weight when it comes to charting and he's doing these record-breaking numbers, why hasn't anything stuck on the charts outside of Nokia since whatever the fuck that is? And that bitch barely, it might not even still be up there. He said, nigga just had a #1 album this year. Where? Singles, my boy. You saw me mention Nokia, thought you picked up the context. Any and every Drake album at this point is debuting at #1. I'm talking about songs. Because the charts are radio focused and the label, any goddamn way. These motherfuckers stupid and shit. What is Drake's next move, Brisk? And we're gonna do a super chat. Matter of fact, let's go and do super chats here. After we do super chats, my question, and I want y'all to think about this too. And Brisk, I want you to think about this. I want your answer. What is Drake's next move? Okay. Well, I want to talk about what is his next move, what you think he gonna do, and what should he do, and what is it that he had a chance to do that you think he can't do now? Because we all talk about, hey, you should have took a break, you should have did this. But, you know, with how everything is progressing, especially with him talking about appealing, I want to sit on that thought process, and we're going to come back and answer that shit. Let's see what the super chats is talking about. What's the business top of my game? If Tupac tough, Michael Jordan... Wait. If Tupac tough, Michael Jordan couldn't dunk. 100%. Like, this motherfucker is... He a goddamn... What? He is Malibu's most wanted. Like, that's seriously what it is. Who the fuck? This nigga is 47 years old, want to be a thug.
Tupac's whack.
Yeah, for real. Let's see. It's starting to double these again. What's the business, Lady Lux? Probably was like, my leg was cold anyway. It took a second. This nigga got peed on, nigga. You gotta stand still to get peed on. You gotta accept being peed on, bro. Getting peed on ain't like getting stolen on. That's completely different. Getting stolen on is split second. Pee is like, that's a good 45 seconds to a minute of activity. I ain't go front. Let me find out Gucci Mane got peed on, nigga. I'm talking about I clear out my goddamn motherfucking damn Gucci Mane playlist so quick. Peed on?
Peed on is wild, nigga.
I can't hear about you trapping. I don't give a fuck how many birds you sold. You got peed. I don't give a fuck if all that shit is true. You got peed on, bro? Now I'm riding around listening to peed on music and shit? Nah, hell no. Because now people gonna think I'm complicit with getting peed on myself if I'm listening to a peed on a person that got peed on. Matter of fact, next time, if I ever hear somebody listen to Drake, I told you about the time I pulled up and it was a motorcycle. One of them people on them kind of Harley looking was playing the music real loud. They was playing Drake and they had a helmet on and some gloves on, so I couldn't see their race or their age or nothing. But next time I pull up and shit, I'm gonna knock on their helmet. Toot, toot, toot. I don't mean no disrespect.
I'm gonna knock on the helmet.
I don't mean no disrespect, but do you enjoy getting peed on? And they gonna probably want to fight and be like, hold on, no. You listening to Drake? He got peed on, so I'm just assuming that you like. Oh, you don't. Oh, you ain't even know. Wait, hold on. Why you ripping your radio out? Shit, I know that was expensive. Oh, hey, I understand, bro. I understand. Have a good day. I'm a inquire if they enjoy getting peed on and shit, because it seems like they is. Tom G said, no, the Super and Briss, these are all alleged men. Yeah, for real. These might be, no, because women, they be delusional about other shit. These definitely don't have vaginas and stuff. These is, they might have, no, they can't have testicles. But they gotta have testicles if they like double jacking off each other and shit. I don't know what to call these people. They something. They something. He gonna sue his mama for making him mix.
God damn.
Why couldn't you have been a nigger, mom? That's what he gonna say. Let's see. Okay, all right. Now, let's see. Did I miss? Okay. And if I missed you, I'm gonna catch you at the end. Pause. Now, so back to my question, Briss. What do you feel? What do you feel could have? What's his next move? And what options could he have done that you don't feel like he could do? What, like, if you are Drake's manager, he got this role, this stupid role. What's next? What could be done if anything?
Man, when it comes to like what he missed out on that he can't do no more, he should have just admitted he took an L from the very beginning. Now had all this shit going on, lingering the shit out throughout the rest of the fucking time. It's he fucking himself up right now. All of this shit is because of him. This is all self-inflicted. And to me, I think this nigga cooked, man. Like it keep getting worse. Like the more and more shit that happened, the more and more cooked he get. The Drizzy Reddit, when we looked at it like months ago, it wasn't that many motherfuckers in there. Like nobody was calling Drake a bitch in the Drizzy Reddit. Now, his fans is literally calling him a bitch. And so I think the only thing that he really got, how many people in that Drizzy Reddit? Like it's a couple like 20,000.
Eric, let me see. I'm trying to see right now. It is, because that is facts. Yeah, it's it's actually 318,000 members.
So at least a quarter of them will subscribe and become a member of his Loose Booty Only fan.
That's true.
It's about all you got left.
Yeah. And he might get some more once he start posting him getting peed on and shit, because you might as well gonna take it to the max.
Hey, I heard niggas being pissed off before, but peed on.
He pissed on as well. So this Iceman shit, is it a rap? Is he gonna drop the do you think he gonna drop this goddamn the ending where he gonna let the Pinocchio nose just fuck him in the asshole?
I think that shit done, bro.
You don't think he'll drop? You don't think he'll do the fourth one?
He was supposed to drop some shit today, I thought.
Well, I mean,
these kids' plans keep getting fucked up.
Supposed to, and it would, because all that other shit. All right, should he drop another one? He done lost his case. Now I know he looked like a bitch regardless. It's been like that since day one. But should, like, let's say you get paid from Drake getting paid, and you got to make this decision. All right, no, fuck this. Your kids have been kidnapped by Nicaraguan drug dealers who really love Drake, and your job is to get him safely through this beef. What should he do with this now? Your kids depending on you. All right, what this Iceman, and you got to get this Iceman delivered. Are you telling him to do this, the last drop, and drop the album? What is the plan?
I'm gonna tell him just to don't do no more rollout shit. Just drop the album on some Beyonce in the middle of the night type shit, and then we just gonna be out here. We're gonna have to the money that we got left. We about to pay the bots.
Hey, about 10 bitch to the
max. That's all pretty much you got, dog. You can't. He ain't got too many more options, man.
Dude, I'm gonna see if he dropped, cause nigga, he really fucks. Cause, and them don't really be lies. They claim they lies, but I don't believe that shit really be live. But them comments after this, he really can't do that shit, cause them comments gonna be so fucked up. for him, they was already not really that good and shit. You already had Tiptoe in there going over there fuck with them motherfuckers already and shit. And you know Aaron Smoking was probably over there fucking the motherfuckers up over there too. But this now his fans, like you said, the Drizzy Reddit motherfuckers is gonna be in there. So he really can't, at least not no live premiere. He really don't want to do that shit because just seeing you get cooked live 100% well done. So he done fucked that up. It was already known he was gonna lose his case. He go lose the appeal. In the court paper, she was saying, she basically was telling him, don't try to appeal this shit. You're going to lose. Period. Like, is that she explained how this is what you try to file makes zero sense. You was in a rap battle that you were participating in is not defamation in the rap battle. You was in a back and forth with somebody and you lost. That's not defamation. So it's nothing to appeal. His lawyer's about to. I can only imagine what them motherfuckers' eyes. I think they eyes probably look like kryptonite green and shit, nigga. Like, that's some money right there. You know what? I think them lawyers might OD, bro. Like, they might have too much access to too much cocaine from the amount of money they about to make from this shit. Me personally, I agree 100% with you. At this point, all he could, cause now, y'all know I hate this motherfucker. I hate, and like I said, I just hate the entity that is Drake. If he was if he came out one day and was like, hey y'all, yes, I'm a bitch ass nigga. I wanted to be cool, but I just got caught up in it and shit. I'm just I like rap, I like hip hop. I just want to be with the cool. If he ever come out on some just real shit, I'd be like, all right, okay. You was a bitch, as long as you can admit it and shit. And if he start over and want to do some, I'll be like, all right, I ain't got no problems with that. We know he ain't gonna do that. So with that being said, that's all he got left to do is drop the album. But he gotta scrap that Iceman shit. Can't be called Iceman no more. And just drop a collection of motherfucking damn songs. But the best
thing
I
would have him do?
What's that?
If I was in charge and I had to get paid off Drake because they got to pay the Nicaraguan motherfuckers, I would have Drake drop an album of slow records and it's just called Drake with the Melodies.
All right. Is he mentioning? I think that would be a good idea, but he would have to acknowledge he a bitch ass nigga though. He would have to acknowledge that all of the shit and say that shit was true and he really a bitch and he should not be forgiven or none of that shit. And he agrees with everybody hating his guts and all that shit. That would turn a lot of people. All right. Now, me personally, I know I just told y'all that shit like 3 seconds ago, but as I'm playing it in my mind, if he did come out, I'm like, you bitch ass nigga, nobody believe you, bitch. You a liar. You're a liar and a master manipulator. But it would work on a lot of people though. That would work on a lot of people. If he just dropped the Melodies album, called it that shit, and laughed at himself, cause like you said, if he had did that the first time, if that motherfucker instead of that next week dropping that shit with the goddamn whatchamacallit and shit, I'll be mad. And it ain't even mad. I be confused when that motherfucker when people listen to his music and shit. I'll be like, y'all really like that shit? What the fuck? Because I told y'all, my main hatred came from questioning my sanity. Because I was like, this shit is trash. And this motherfucker don't sound good on top of that shit. And this motherfucker lying and shit. He don't even make this shit. But
it's just the level of bitch assery that he pulls off each time, bro. If
he had a motherfucking came out that next week with Drake with the Melodies, and fucking the first song was he got me and shit like that, or Skid or some shit like that. Acknowledged the part 6 was horrific and shit, and did some shit like, yo, that you hey, it is just Big U right now and shit. Pause or whatever the fuck, Let's just both of us get back. That was a good match and shit. I lost and shit, but see, the reason why he couldn't do that is because Kendrick really hate that motherfucker for real. And he know that Kendrick would never let him be successful ever again in life. And you are right. He is cooked because and Kendrick knew him so well that he knew that he would cook himself even further. Cause he not built to battle. He not built for getting really talked about for real. Like, he not really built for real adversity. He's never faced adversity before. He's never had to overcome shit. That's why when they asked him about that shit, was like, yeah, so what do you think about the street fans? Why they I think they, they can understand. I didn't grow up in the hood, but I saw my dad get talked to by the Mounties in Canada. I seen some things that didn't make me happy and shit. And I think that's why the hood it's like, bitch, the fuck are you talking about? And it's crazy.
I had struggles.
It's crazy. Just, and I know a couple of people was like, what the fuck Super doing trying to see if he could put, because it logically, it was an exercise in me saying, you know what, let's come, but it's no logical way he can come back. It is no, all the plans, all we can say is if he had did this shit like this time, or if he had did this, he has exhausted every avenue. He can't apologize for shit no more. Lawyers came out quick as fuck with their damn appeals. I could hear Drake mama on the phone was like, Drake, my son, my lights are off. Appeal? What am I gonna do? I can't see Drake. This nigga is going to have nothing. Like, for real, if he go with this appeal. And it is this is like a good movie where the villain actually, like, because very rarely do I root against the villain, Brisk. You know this. I'm a villain lover of all that. But this is one of the few times where the villain lost, and it was fucking sweet. This is great. There's no way he can come back from this. Even if he drop an album, he ain't never gonna be Drake, not the Drake that he had before and shit. And if UMG ever try to make him, I think people so aware of how the system work now, because nigga Taylor Swift getting shitted on right now and shit with the Taylor Swift. Because you remember we watched that white girl break down a new album showing how she trying to use blackness and shit and all of that. So Taylor Swift getting put on Front Street. Drake done got put on. Two of the biggest white artists ever in history at the same time getting shitted on? What? And not only just the two biggest female white artists in history, Brisk, simultaneously getting shitted on. It's a new, it's something else. Now, unfortunately, the system is a system, but so I got a question for you. What is next year gonna look like? Do you think Kendrick is gonna come? Because everybody was like, it's gonna be a deluxe version of GNX or something like that. Do you think? I don't follow him enough to know really. I just know from people from past, it seemed like he'll drop an album, tour that bitch, and then go do some other shit, and then come back late. Do you think he go continuously come out with some shit after this tour over, or he go drop a deluxe? Or you think he about to go back and do his creative shit with the PG Lane shit? What you think Kendrick about to do?
You should think he gonna step away and do some PG Lane, some creative shit with PG Lane shit. I think we're gonna get another album like a year later. I don't think we're gonna get one as soon as he come off tour. I would love to get one, but I don't think so.
It'd be dope if somebody dropped the album for the remixes. They don't do that shit no more, because since remixes don't never be like a completely different song, it just be the same song with somebody else on it. But it'd be dope if he dropped like what if he dropped a GNX remix that was produced by like all the old school West Coast producers and shit. Same songs, but just over West Coast. If you do that, Kendrick, I want my motherfucking money, because I know you ain't think about that shit till I just said that shit, all right? Okay? Not in a tough way, not in a tough guy way, but in how tough I need to be to get my money way. The tough enough way I said it to actually get the money without getting fists applied by West Coast people. What do you think, with everything going on with music right now, the whole world now knows what botting is. A lot of regular general public people didn't know what the fuck botting was. A lot of people are understanding the behind the scenes of music, the motherfucking you know, how rollouts and shit, people didn't really know what them terms were. General public didn't know the terms that we using now with these artists and shit, with TikTok and all the professionals just going out there. And with the decimation of a monoculture of in popular culture, at least, where it's not like no Michael Jackson type shit or nothing like that. And the last person where it was a big group of people like them then fell in and slipped in their own bussy blood and shit. What do you think music gonna look like next year? Like, is it gonna be a new wave of genre? Cause trapped is trapped out and shit. It's like, it's really done trapped out. Pooh Shiesty did get released, so he might do something and shit, but somebody had mentioned, I forgot who it was, but all the people that was dope, that was supposed to be the next wave, is dead as far as rap. With Juice WRLD and Young Dolph and motherfucking I know it's a whole bunch of other people I'm leaving off of there, but so what is next for hip hop as a whole? Is there going to be another superstar? Is it gonna be the same genre? What superstar rapper? And I'm not talking about like world. I'm just talking about like who next? Is it a next? Excuse me.
I don't think it's no next like superstar, because especially with all this boss shit coming around, wasn't there some information about it's gonna possibly be a Rico on some of these motherfuckers?
Oh, on some of the
Like,
record companies and shit.
yeah.
Well, that's what, you know, I've been hearing Rico talks and shit. So
I would in a perfect world, if I was controlling everything, I would love it to go back to like what it was supposed to be. Like, if you just good, your shit just get up there because motherfuckers streaming it, no bots. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna come up with another way to circumvent to still buy some shit. They're gonna figure some shit out to still do that type of shit.
you know what I think about to happen, dude? I think
What's that?
I think physical media about to come back in a way on some real shit. I just bought this because I could not find it online. I bought this a couple of months ago. I think y'all remember. So I was needing the instrumental of My Baby Daddy and shit because I wanted to sample some shit off of it. Bought this damn CD on eBay, right? It's another album by DJ Smurf called Dead Crunk. It's from 1998. That bitch ain't online nowhere, and you know I know where to look for free music and shit. That bitch ain't nowhere. They got that fucking CD online for $44 on eBay, Amazon. It's only one place I done found it, and it's $11.99. But that's for old music, right? But I think if somebody get dope enough, like Kendrick Lamar actually could do this shit, or even Tyler the Creator could actually do this, or Beyonce or somebody like that. But if somebody that got the clout already drop an album and they bypass the streaming services and only make it physical, of course it's gonna get uploaded eventually and shit. But that's the way you really go see. I think we about to go back to people doing some form of physical way or something like that.
So you remember what Chance the Rapper did, right? He had like a physical CD, and it was physical, but then you could also put your phone over it, and then it'll still download the tracks for you.
I'm saying it's just physical. Somebody gonna have to upload that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get to the internet, but if somebody big, because Chance the Rapper is,
He said,
I'm talking about like real muscle. Cause fucking Currency, who I fuck with real tough, he used to do USB albums and shit. So you buy it, it will come with merch, and the album will be on the USB shit. And you stick it on your computer, that way you can upload your shit. So, and that was back in fucking 2014 he was doing that shit. 2014, 15. There's other people that was doing that type of shit. But I'm talking about somebody be like, nah, bitch, this shit coming on a CD. If they big enough to where people buy, because I heard Walmart is coming back out with VCRs and shit. Because the second hand, my aunt sells tapes, nigga, on eBay. And she be making hella grip. I'm about to buy a tape player and shit, nigga, because I just like the way tapes sound and shit. I miss that. You remember you put a tape in and that kind of, it wasn't static, but they like, you hear that? I miss that sound and shit. I'm gonna buy a motherfucking dope ass top of the line 1990s double dual deck tape deck shit, so I can run my beats and shit through it and all sorts of shit. But I got a bag of tapes. But my aunt, I went to our family reunion last year. She had boxes of tapes, and she was making fucking $1,000 a month off of them selling tapes. People buying tapes and shit again. I think physical media about to come up. Just on some, of course, it's gonna be on some niche shit because records. You see, they got record aisles in Target and Walmart now with the newest
That's
shit.
what I do.
So
the albums I like because I get Kendrick and Tyler the Creator albums for the most part.
I think we about to go in some type of retro kind of way. That's what I'm hoping and shit. Cause I'm gonna be honest, it's boring. Music boring, nigga. Like it's just boring. Somebody drop an album like Cardi B shit. We was talking about how we thought that shit was fire. And I ain't went back and listened to not one damn thing. The beef gone. The only thing I remember from that shit is kids banking spoons and people's favorite colors being the number 5. The music ain't even popping and shit. So, like you said, I hope it just go back to dope music, innovation, shit like that. And I'm very surprised to see what the mainstream gonna look like this time next year and shit. Cause I'm gonna be honest, that nigga Kendrick. Whew, if that's I think Kendrick ended that era of they class of rappers. Like he closed the door on that shit. Like he killed Drake. Like for real. Like Drake is dead. Like 100% Drake is dead. Matter of fact, any goddamn way. We gonna see what some super chats is and shit.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy in the motherfucker over here.
And we gonna get the fuck over here. Let me see. I gotta take my damn wife to the airport at 5:32. Let me see. Rita Vega says Kendrick has GNX on wax on Amazon. Who the fuck a real has record players? My daughter got a record player, and she got hella records too. Like folks be playing records and shit now. Like these young kids.
I got a record player right there.
And I play CDs on my CD, whatchamacallit. It's kind of fun and shit now, listening to music. Like, I miss opening up a goddamn CD case, reading the shit, putting that bitch in. And once you put that bitch in, you go listen to multiple songs on that bitch. With streaming, you might listen to one song, next thing you know, you listen to samba music. But once you put a CD in, you was kind of committing to a vibe for that time period and shit. Like, them going to the club and shit, nigga, early 2000s, you put Lil Jon in that bitch, you about to be crunk for the rest of the night. You ain't really swapping just for one song and shit. Back in the days and shit, you know what I'm saying? Streaming's too many playlists and shit. I want somebody to start making something so dope that I'm fine with just putting in one thing and letting it play and fucking might not take it out. Getty Green, nigga, Getty Green and Mr. Don't Play did not leave my CD player. It did it. It just did it. That bitch was nigga. We was still. I remember motherfuckers was stealing each other's Chronic 2001 and Getty Green. Huh? No, you can have them unless Junior want them. I'm not gonna forget. We about to get off now. She gonna tell me don't forget to take her in the airport at 5:30 in the morning, like we don't sleep together, and when she wake up, she ain't gonna wake me up. Talk about don't forget, like I got a choice. Allegedly, Elise said, I miss going to Camelot to get the newest release. I miss Tuesdays. I miss that shit. I miss being excited and shit. I miss the disappointment. I remember the Locks and Will Smith getting jiggy with the album. Mr. whatever the name of that album was came out, and I remember listening to both of them albums being the most disappointed that I wasted $35 and shit on 2 horrible albums and shit. Them albums was trash. I thought the Locks was gonna be way more gangster on that Bad Boy, that first one, and I just liked that If You Think I'm Jiggy song, and I ain't like that. I ain't like none of the songs, but I missed them days. I really do. Let me see if I missed any other super chats. Let me get to the rest of the super chats, and then we gonna get out this bitch. Let's see. Allegedly, Elise says, Drake, I'm outside, daddy. Yeah, because you broke now. Goddamn. Not going back to Dennis, because, you know, Dennis saved that damn money Drake gave him and shit, too, and shit. And he too old to put it up his nose. Let's see. Michael Jordan, we got that one. We got that one. We got that one. We got that one. Let's see. Hey, shout out to the Top of My Game for sending a membership. Whoever is that new member, welcome to the struggle. And make sure you give a big thank you to Tom G. Let's see. All right, and Kurt D says Mad World Records got DJ Smurf CD for 11. That's who I was talking about. That the one I said only had it for the Lolo. That's exactly who I was talking about and shit. And I'm probably gonna go on and get it and shit. But I'm gonna search a little bit more to see if I can download it because I'm cheap than the motherfucker. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to fix that shit. Thanks for joining us this Friday for our Friday struggle stream. We really appreciate you. Thanks to all the new members. Thanks for all the super chats, the regular chats. Thank you for the likes, dislikes, comments, shares. Y'all should share the shit too. And just everything. As you see, it's a new look and shit. I'm getting back into my bag and shit. So, I ain't gonna say no shit and shit. Shit just gonna be going and shit, however it go and shit. But we really appreciate y'all. And if we helped you make it through your second shift, thank you for making us your second shift procrastination destination station off in this thing. Oh yeah, and let's give a shout out to all of the donators for tonight. This button better work because I worked on it today. Hey, it worked. Shout out to Leonardo Thomas, Omar Pena, Tom G, allegedly Elise, Kurt D, Rita Avaya, LL Biddy, Miss C60, Lady Lex, Kai, Vicky Lacey, and Cosmo Fury. Thank y'all so much for y'all's contributions. Really appreciate y'all. Why the fuck this keep popping up? Brisk, is there anything you want to say before we get out this bitch?
Say, on Fraudry's leg is a stream of piss. Now, thank God, this stupid ass case is dismissed.
Thank you. Hallelujah. If you're on your way to third shift, be safe. If you got to go to work in the morning, hope you get your rest. And if you don't got to work, please enjoy y'all weekend. I might pop up on the goddamn membership live and play some goddamn Mario Kart or something. Ooh, I've been making some new beats. I might play y'all some new beats. Or I might not even
Remember, it's a versus going on tomorrow.
Which one? The Cash Money? No Limit is tomorrow?
It's Sunday.
Word.
Or is it Sunday? Let me see. Maybe let me sure I get the date wrong and shit. Cash Money versus No Limit.
That was on the 24th.
Oh shit. Yeah, I fucked up. I'm tripping.
Yeah, y'all can send hate mail to Brisk for getting motherfuckers excited for this weekend and shit. This gonna be another boring ass weekend. Thanks a lot, Brisk. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. We see y'all on the flip side. Please forgive me for eating on the microphone and shit. That shit annoying as hell. Peace out. Music. Son of a bitch, this motherfucker ain't playing the goddamn music. Hold the fuck on. Let me see how the fuck. All right, so I come here. It's playing that. All right.
It's playing audio still.
Oh, it's playing us talking. Oh well, goddamn it. Well, how the fuck do I make the music play then? Let me see. Okay, wait. Let me press this button again. Maybe I pressed the wrong button. Man, I can hear the goddamn music, but can't nobody else hear the music. Hold the fuck on. Let me see. Hold on. Man, that's some bullshit. See, this is why you don't never try to make improvements in life, man. Every time I try to make this shit better, man, this shit always get fucked up. That's some bitch ass shit.
Shout out to Royce. Royce had called out too. He was like 200 plus likes without any major struggles or crash outs.
Yeah, go struggle at the end and shit. That's some bullshit. I'm pissed off. Hold up. Oh, I know why it didn't work. Hold on, y'all. I think I know why it didn't work. Hold on. Wait. I think I know. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Oh, okay. I know why it didn't work for real though. Hold on. Hey, you know how when you, hey, you know how when you still kind of trying to figure out, you keep telling motherfuckers to hold on and shit. But hold on for real though.
Oh, y'all, hold on. I think I got it figured out for real though. On some real shit. Hold on, bro. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Where is it at?
They piss on you. Yes, they do. Piss on you. Ooh.
Yay, I figured it out. All right, we out this bitch. I'm about to start it over. Hold on. Man, wait. Why this shit so low? Hey, is this shit real low, man? Man, that's some bullshit. Man, let me check this shit out. What? Let me see. That show ain't playing the music. God damn it, I'm gonna figure this shit out next time and shit, man. My bad, y'all. We gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Ain't no goddamn OG version of the Struggle Stream show tonight. We would struggle at the end and shit. This is some whole ass shit. All right, you guys have a good weekend. Peace out. Oh wait, we forgot the goddamn the question of the night shit real quick. Hold on. All right, finally at 314 votes now. Of course, out of all of the options, what Drake lawyers go by with that appeal money, 26% said a second mansion in the Hamptons, 19% was BBLs for the wife and mistress, and the number one winner overall was cocaine, of course. I'm ending the poll. I'm so pissed off right now, nigga, that song won't play and shit. Because I can hear it in my goddamn ears, but everybody else can't hear the shit. What type of shit is that? All right, see you guys on the flip side. Peace out.